Welcome everybody here to Winsboro, Louisiana, Franklin Parish High School. This is a 446 Sports production of Tioga Indian football here. What a night. What a game, and we are ready for the game of the year on 446 Sports Tioga. And I am Billy French, alongside our producer, Mr. Shane Henry. And guess who's back, ladies and gentlemen?
He's back.
Coach Thomas Scully. He's back tonight after missing the coaches show last night, but he got to go watch a really good game between his son, who coaches over there at Marksville, taking on Bunkie. Didn't get the score that they wanted, but I did get to watch a good bit of that, and that was a fun game last night over there in Avoyelles Parish.
Yeah, it was. You know, the thing is, with Bunkie and Zion Hill, man, you got to be able to stop him. He's a one-man wrecking show, and they did a great job. Bunkie did a great job of scoring on almost every possession. Took a big lead early on, 21-0, but Marksville came back, made it a game in the first half. Second half, Bunkie just kind of separated themselves from them. But a lot of fun, and, my other son tonight, Kinder, has a chance to go 10-0 in the season as they take on the Avoyelles Mustangs in Kinder at Johnny Buck Stadium, and so good luck to the Kinder Yellow Jackets and those guys over there.
Absolutely. Well, your Tioga Indians coming in big 8-1 record here against the Franklin Parish Patriots at a 7-2 record. Both teams 4-0 in district. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is for the district championship. First time Tioga's trying to get one again since 2020. And, man, I'm telling you, this is a game that we've been checking off all season long, knowing that these two high-powered offenses are going to be finding each other. I was telling somebody yesterday, the only thing that would make this better is if we're at the reservation tonight. But we're not. We are over here at Franklin Parish High School, and let's try to ruin their night here in their last home game of regular season. They will most likely have a bye in a home playoff game, at least, this Franklin Parish Patriots team. As the same with Tioga. No doubt about it, if Tioga wins and does what they're supposed to do here tonight, Tioga will have a bye on the first round of the playoffs and a second round home game. And so that's what we're shooting for no matter what. Everything else is not in our control, but what's in our control is trying to beat this Franklin Parish team. Again, a good team coming in here tonight with a 7-2 record. Again, this is for the district championship. I'm excited about this. They got a great quarterback. They got two really good running backs, two good receivers. They got 4 Division I players, 2 of them going to LSU, including that quarterback. But guess who else has a really good team, and that's this Tioga offense and defense.
Yeah, the thing about it is we've talked about the three-headed horse all year. In Case Malone, he's 103 for 161. Over 1,900 yards passing, 21 TDs, and of course the workhorse in the backfield, number 21, Kenny Ponche, 207 carries for 1,534 yards and 23 touchdowns. And then Kervin Johnson, last week he rested up, had a little stinger during the game, so they held him out, and he's got 47 receptions for 1,137 yards and 14 touchdowns. But the biggest thing is that defense, where that defensive line has racked up 22 sacks on the season. So, Billy, I'm excited to see what this defense can do against this Patriot offense, who is led by Jazarian Ellis. He's a senior. He's 6'1", 175 pounds. He's got 20 TDs on the season. He's the LSU signee, and he's a number 1, just like we've got a number 1. So we'll see that matchup. Malik Credit, the receiver you talked about earlier, with 8 TDs. Caden Seals with 7 TDs. That's the 2 wideouts. And then Josh Lewis and Traylon Martin is the running back. So a great night, 2 high-powered offenses. But I think in the end, that Tioga defense led by Coach Muter and that defensive staff is showing up to play tonight, baby.
Absolutely. Big matchup here. This is for the district championship here. Tioga poised to keep this Cinderella season, as we're calling it here, going to try to get to that 9-1 record here and a home playoff game in the second round, first round bye. As you can see, Tioga coming out here, getting ready to come out. It is senior night here at Franklin Parish High School, so they had their pregame things here in Winsboro, Louisiana. And, man, we are excited. We are ready to go. We're going to keep it here as well and just kind of let you see the Tioga Indians get to come out of their tunnel, as Franklin Parish will do the exact same. Beautiful field, Coach. Again, Tioga brings such a great crowd here. We're packed already here on this Tioga side as we're getting ready for kickoff. Just about 10 minutes till kickoff. And again, in case this senior class knows this is the final regular season game and you really want to set the tone and keep this redemption tour going here at Week 10.
Yeah, you know, last year, 64-48 victory by the Franklin Parish Patriots at the reservation is definitely on the mind of this Tioga group tonight. And like we've said all year long, the redemption tour, it continues here in Winsboro Parish tonight, or Winsboro, Louisiana, over here in Franklin Parish. And look, this is an exciting night. You know, you thought the Gina game was exciting. That Gina game didn't have anything on what's at stake tonight. You know, when you think about Coach Chrisman, and you've listened to him talk all season like we have at the Coaches Show, he's an old school coach, and the district championship still means a lot to him in this program, and that's what it's all about tonight. And they've circled this one on the calendar, and it is here. 9-1, 8-2, and here we are. 8-1, 7-2, and here we go as they get ready to square off. You know, you look around at this facility. You're right. The field is beautiful. What a beautiful field house. I mean, we can't catch it on the camera, but to the right, I mean, it is unbelievable how big it is. But again, they take their football serious just like these Indians take their football serious back in the Tioga community. So a great turnout. People are still coming in. There's still a line. I love when we can go places and we're away from everybody. You come in your own gate.
Yes.
Got your own setup.
A lot of schools going to that now. I know that Neville does that as well. And they won't even let you in on the home side for Neville. And we'll probably see that possibly next year as the Band of Indians get ready to play for your Tioga Indians coming out on the field. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. That's your future district champions right there. Cohen Henry holding the flag. Ethan Bridges also on the back end there. That's your Tioga Indians coming in with an 8-1 record, 4-0 district. And boy, these young men are pumped up to play here. And Coach, little secret, and you might have heard it last night on the Coaches Show. Their number one, their quarterback, will be squaring off with Curvin on the defensive side. He will play DB on Curvin, is what we were told last night. Little LSU signee one-on-one, number one versus number one. So that's going to be a fun matchup. But I can tell you right now, if you're going to try to stick Curvin Johnson all night and then turn around and try to go play quarterback, you're going to be for a long night. You're going to be tired. I hope he's in some great cardio.
Well, you know, the thing is, he comes in a little banged up, Mr. Ellis does, and so he's going to have his hands full with Curvin and what Curvin's been able to accomplish this season. Again, it's great for young players like this in our state to stay at our home schools, and that's always a good thing. So kudos to LSU for doing their job and keeping them at home and not letting them go to somebody else. And, this is what it's all about, though. Before they get to that next level and they get into all the other craziness of college football now, you get to finish it right here on a high school field in front of your hometown, your students, body, your parents, your grandparents, your relatives, everybody, as Franklin Parish is getting behind that flag in the Phil Collins song. It's like being at West Monroe.
I'm telling you, it sounds just like it, don't
tonight,
it?
As they walk out.
Beautiful field here, too, at Franklin Parish High School. This is, they do a great job here. This is a great atmosphere. Like I said, the only thing that would make tonight a little sweeter for us is if we were at the reservation, but you go with what the schedule tells you, of course. And they came last year to the reservation. This year we come here. And what a way to finish off your regular season is at a big-time game, big-time team, and a big-time result here if we can get this district championship. Curvin Johnson, talked to him a little bit last night. He seemed like he was ready to go. So quiet with a microphone in his hand, but so loud when he steps on that field with his talent and the skill set that young man has. Curvin Johnson and Case Malone is going to be your captains for Tioga, as out comes the Franklin Parish Patriots with a little bit of fireworks show in the background. And this is what high school football is all about, buddy. This is how you want to end your season here with two really, really good teams. Both teams hoping to get to that dome. And you can't ask for anything better here on week 10 of high school football. And we're going to be getting ready for the coin flip and everything. But like I said, Curvin Johnson, Case Malone will be your captains here tonight. Man, I'm ready. And the weather's great. The good weather, good temperature. It's going to be a fun night of football.
Oh, it's going to be exciting. Also just saw where Sajavian champion just stepped in there. So we're going to have three captains in there. So the three leaders of this defense, those captains, think about Sajavian Champions, got 10 sacks on the season. And to think that last year he was linebacker.
Yeah.
And now he's playing DN.
Well, we're going to turn it over and let you listen in here. We're going to keep the feed going, but we're going to be quiet here for the national anthem and the prayer.
Tonight's prayer will be given by junior Kate Nichols, followed by a national anthem by juniors Alyssa Oliver and Leslie Jester.
Please bow your heads. Dear Lord, I thank you for gathering us here today to play the game we love. Please keep all players safe on and off the field, and I pray for safe travels as we go back home. I thank you for all the spirit groups and the fans that support Franklin Parish, and this opportunity to honor you, Lord. Help us to play with heart, teamwork, and respect, and let everything we do bring glory to you. In your name we pray, amen.
Fantastic job to the two young ladies singing the national anthem. What great harmony here. That's probably one of the best national anthems live that I've ever heard at a high school football game. Congratulations to whoever they are. Fantastic job. Kudos to you as we get ready here for kickoff. Minute 57 seconds left before we get things going here for this district championship here live at Franklin Parish. This is 446 Sports, home of Tioga Indian football all season long, all playoffs long. And we're excited about bringing you a great ball game here between Franklin Parish and your Tioga Indians. Looks like the captains for Franklin Parish, number 65, number 7, number 50, and number 1, which is that Ellis, as they get ready here for coin toss. Coach, going to be a fun night of football here. We keep saying it, but I've been ready for this one, buddy.
Yeah, we've talked about this. You and I have talked about it along with Shane several times. We can look forward. The players can't and the coaches don't. But we've been looking forward to this one. We've been keeping up with what they've been able to do, and they've been scoring tit for tat like we have against our other district opponents. So it'll be an interesting game. Their two losses against Ouachita Parish and Calvary. So again, two really good teams that they've lost to. So and they don't play no slouch schedule themselves. So it's going to be an exciting night. And I feel like the ones that the keys to the game, Tioga minimizing mistakes, which we've been able to do, and bend but don't break on defense. And I'm telling you, I think we have a great shot here tonight.
Here we go as the coin flip was going. Franklin Parish looks like they win the coin toss and elect to defer to the second half, so your Tioga Indians will start off. We like it. That fits right to our schedule. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football fans across central Louisiana, now is the moment you've all been waiting for. It is game time. Your Tioga Indians come come in with an 8-1 record, 4-0 in district, take on the Franklin Parish Patriots, coming in at 7-2 overall, 4-0 also in district. This is the money game, ladies and gentlemen. This is for all the marbles. This is for a district championship, and I know both teams are ready to roll.
Oh, they are ready to roll. You know, and the thing about it is we get to start on offense, which we've been able to do all year. I think it's been one game where we haven't scored on our first possession, but starting offensively tonight, Jacobs, Bayard, Landry, Laborde, and Roy on the line. Of course, Malone at quarterback, Ponche at the running back, Kervin Johnson will be back at the wideout, along with Christian Isles in the slot, and Angelo Shelton as the wideout. Not sure if Tarver is going to start or if AJ's going to start at the H-back, but either way, they're both ready to go because they platoon all night, and it looks like we're ready to go as those Monroe officials get into place.
Here we go. Jackson Tarver, Kervin Johnson, and Angelo Shelton back deep. Christian Isles and Cohen Henry are your up men. And it looks like Brady Saldana is going to be at that 40-yard line. Here we go. Let's see what the kicker can do here. Again, I watched some of the kickers pregame. They looked like they had a decent kicking game as far as field goals go. I hadn't seen anything on kickoffs. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're ready here. 446 Sports. Tioga football. This is for the district. Short kick. They're going to kick it towards Kervin. He grabs it around that 20-yard line. Kervin loses his footing. He had some room, Coach. He had some room, but that grass monster got him. So out comes that Tioga offense led by senior quarterback Case Malone, and he's had a phenomenal season here. Again, man, this season has just gone by so quick, Coach. Case has been lights out all season long, and going to what you said a little while ago, buddy, it is going to be Tarver Landry starting in that tight end fullback spot.
Yeah, Tarver just brings another addition to the receiving core, and he's been able to bring that other addition, and that's huge when you're thinking about this defense that you're going to go up against. The Patriots run that four-man front, so they run a 4-2-5. So we'll see what they do right here on the first round.
Kenny Ponche, yes, sir, to the right here. Kervin and Angelo to the bottom of your screen. They're going to hand it off to Kenny. Kenny lost his footing immediately. You could see the grass coming up. It's already. That's two plays that Tioga's had, and both times there's no footing.
Yeah, you know, you can tell it's ryegrass that they've planted down, so it's going to be a little wet already, and so we'll see how we adjust to natural grass tonight.
Here we go. Second down, maybe got right back to the line of scrimmage. This time they hand it off to the left side. Kenny Ponche pushes forward for about 3 or 4 yards, and it's going to bring up third down for the Indians.
Yeah, Kenny tried to go around that left side. Chris Addison, number 7, is that leader on the defense there for the Patriots, but on the tackle right there was number 14, that's C.J. Jones.
Trips on the bottom of your screen here. At the top of your screen, that is Kervin Johnson. You got Tarver Landry, Christian Isles, and Angelo Shelton. And
got an illegal procedure.
Start,
yeah, false start on the over there on Mario as he, hey, it's loud. You can hear that band on the other side, the Patriots band over there playing. So it's right in the ear of Jacobs right there. So a little false start to make it 3rd and extra long.
It's going to be 3rd and 13 here for the Indians. Case Malone checking out the defense. Kenny Ponche is going to be to his right. We got Trips bottom of your screen. Kervin Johnson at the top. They drop back. Steps up. He's hit, thrown and it's incomplete. And Case was hit as soon as the ball was released, and it made it overthrow for Christian Isles, and Tioga's going to be forced to punt the ball.
Yeah, he had Angelo Shelton over there sitting in the flats, and I'm not sure if he saw him. He tried to step up into the pocket, and I'm sure with that DN coming around that edge, he blocked his view. A little pressure right there by Franklin Parish on the blitz there off the edges.
Ethan Bridges comes out here to punt the ball away as Tioga 3 and out on their opening drive here. Here we go. Bridges back here. He was booming them in pregame. Good snap. There's the kick. High. See if it takes a Franklin Parish bounce, but caught right there for Tioga. So we'll keep it here as well. So 3 and out for the Tioga offense. Franklin Parish's offense gets to come out now, and let's see if this Mooter-led defense can make a big stop.
Yeah, trying to get in a little run-in, trying to set the run up and, of course, to set the pass up. But again, we knew it wasn't going to be an easy task here, but we'll see what we do defensively as Desarian Ellis comes out with that offense.
Yeah, that Tioga offense, you could tell that they weren't ready for that turf, that field, should I say. There's a lot of slipping here, but we'll get that together, no problem. Here we go, 1st and 10 for Franklin Parish. In the shotgun is Ellis. And they hand it off right up the gut. Hit immediately. Bryson Fall and a host of Tioga defenders right there. Mr. Cohen Henry. And they pick up maybe 2 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, great job right there by that defensive line. They squeezed it in there. Again, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to take away something, and that's been the keys for this defense all year. Are we going to take away the run of the pass? So we're going to see what we're going to establish early on here tonight.
Ball spotted at the 45-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd and we'll say 7 here for Franklin Parish. Ellis, he hands the ball off to the left side, and he jumps and gets a couple of extra yards. A.J. Adams with the tackle, and he picks up maybe 3 there. It's going to bring up 3rd down for Franklin Parish, and we got a hurt player already for Franklin Parish.
Yeah, I couldn't pick up that number at running back. They tried to run a little sweep right there.
8.
Number 8. So
I believe that's 8.
That's Malik Credit. That's the
wide receiver, right?
He's the all-go guy. He's the receiver, the running back.
Oh,
he's
correction. I'm sorry, that's number 3.
Number 3. Okay, well, number 3, that's their horse, Traylon Martin.
That's their starting running back.
Trayon Martin, yeah. So Trayon Martin, a 5'11", 190-pound junior. He's averaging 113 yards a game, 24 touchdowns total on the season, 20 rushing, 4 receiving. So that's an unfortunate break there for the Patriots.
Yeah, he leaves his feet, and when you leave your feet, you leave yourself exposed, and A.J. Adams hit him hard in the air, probably knocked the wind out of the young man, and good to see him be able to run off the field under his own there. So it's going to bring up 3rd down now for Franklin Parish.
Yeah, you want everybody to stay healthy in
Absolutely.
This game, especially the 10th playing date, and you want an all-out war on that field. So let's see what happens. 3rd and 3.
Here we go, Franklin Parish in the shotgun. 3 receivers, bottom of your screen, 2 at the top. They're spreading it out here, ladies and gentlemen. Going to try to get Tioga to jump. No luck there on the first play. They look to the sideline to get the real play here. Let's see if we can get a little pressure right here by Champion and them. And they're going to put him in motion. That's Credit. And it's going to be giving it to him, and he makes a good cut back to the middle, and he's gone to the house, ladies and gentlemen, to the 5. Touchdown, Franklin Parish.
Yeah, great job right there. Ran a speed sweep right there with Mr. Credit, and he come in that quick motion, and he was able to get outside right there as they got a cannon over here that's sound. I was trying to figure out what that was earlier. They got a cannon over there in that end zone. But again, great call right there. They checked it, went 5 wide, and of course, basically had a little running play right there designed for a speed sweep and 30-yard run right there for the Patriots.
Yeah, they had him in the backfield, just couldn't wrap him up there. So extra point here by number 18 for that Franklin Parish Patriots. Kick is up. And kick is good. So 9 minutes, 32 seconds left here in this opening quarter. Franklin Parish strikes first. We'll be right back on 446 Sports. 7-0 Franklin Parish on top.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by your local convenience stores, where friendly faces, cold drinks, hot snacks, and everything you need are just around the corner. For a quick stop before the big game, your hometown convenience stores are always ready, always here for you. Swing by today, and remember, support local, shop local. Highway 2080 Chevron, Kingstop, Fuel Plus, Ball Chevron, and Cougar Stop. At Alexandria Solutions, we believe every strong community starts with healthy minds and healthy families. That's why we're proud to stand alongside Tioga High School as a corporate sponsor. We're here to support the Tioga Indians from the classroom to the playing field, because when students succeed, our whole community thrives. At Alexandria Solutions, we provide compassionate care for mental health and addiction. No referral is needed to make an appointment, and we accept most insurances.
Welcome back, everybody, here. 9:32 left here in this opening quarter. Franklin Parish scores on the 30-yard touchdown run by Credit. And the extra point by Wiggers is good. 7-0 Franklin Parish. As here we go as they kick it off deep and kick it to Kervin Johnson at the 10-yard line. Kervin cuts back up and tackled by a host of Franklin Parish Patriots. And out comes that Tioga offense after going 3 and out on the opening drive. Let's see if Tioga can get some momentum going here and get some yardages.
Yeah, you can see where Kervin is tiptoeing a little bit. He's trying to get used to this field condition. Looks like the field's soft considering the footprints that we see. So, you know, I know when you put rye down, you're supposed to water it, but how much water that field has on it, we have no idea because we didn't step foot on it. But you can see we're having issues with it already.
Yeah, you can see over there on that far hash how much has already been ate up just on this opening 2 series for each team here. Here we go. 2 receivers, bottom of your screen. That's Curvin Johnson and Christian Isles. Case Malone in the shotgun now with Kenny Ponche now to his left. Angelo Shelton at the top of your screen. Curvin goes in motion. Case drops back. He looks to throw, and he does. He's got Curvin wide open. Curvin cuts him up to the middle. Tackle made by number 3, and a good pickup by Curvin Johnson. That's enough for a Tioga first down.
Great job right there by Curvin, getting a little motion, getting separation from Ellis, and great throw. He threw the ball.
Yeah.
Malone threw the ball before he'd even gotten out of his break. So great play right there.
Here we go. They hand it off to Kenny. Kenny to the left side, breaks a few tackles. Kenny's going to go still on his feet, and finally brought down around the 38-yard line, but a good carry right there by Kenny Ponche. And number 22's helmet comes off, so he's going to have to exit the field. Again, you got Ellis and Curvin one-on-one here at the bottom of your screen. The 2 LSU signees, they'll be teammates next year at LSU. And we got a timeout. And let's see if they're talking. I know number 22's helmet came off, so.
I think they've got to give him time to get off the field. So the back judge right here was waiting for him to come in. They were already called the ball ready for play. So
yeah, they were in that hurry up. Here we go.
Yeah.
Second down and about 4 for the Indians. 2 receivers, top of your screen is Angelo and Christian Isles. Curvin at the bottom. He's going to go in motion, and they're going to give it to Curvin. Curvin cuts right back up the middle. Curvin, ooh, what a move on Ellis. Curvin Johnson crosses midfield. And another first down, and Curvin Johnson, ladies and gentlemen, is feeling it.
Well, I can tell you this. If you're in here at quarterback and you haven't played on defense all year long, it's not the same as being in there getting the snaps every down. And right there, Curvin just showed why he's done what he's done all year for the Indians.
Case hands it off to Ponche. Ponche breaks the seam to the left side. Kenny, what a run, baby. That's that offense we've been talking about all year long. And Kenny Ponche picks up another Tioga first down, and Tioga's going to stay with that hurry up.
Jacob empowered right there. He got behind those 2 big men, and boy, what a big play right there by the Indians.
Here we go. Christian and Curvin at the bottom. That's Angelo at the top. Case drops back. He's looking at Curvin. Steps up and throws. Curvin makes the catch. Curvin tackled by number 21, but my goodness, is Curvin feeling it right now.
Boy, they had him double teamed right there. Great throw by Casey. Threw it right over the strong safety's hands, and Curvin comes down with it. I'm going to tell you right now, they're playing with 10 men on defense. That's all I'm going to say.
That's exactly right. Curvin Johnson looking like an absolute stud out there like he has all year. They give it to Kenny. Kenny runs into a wall by the name of number 65, whatever his name is. He was in the backfield waiting on Kenny Ponche.
That's Mr. Bell right there. Hey, Franklin Parish, there are no slouches on that defensive line, averaging 260 along the front. So, again, great job right there with that D-line. They're running that 4-2-5, and they're wreaking havoc in the front right now.
Here we go. Loss of 2 yards there to bring up 2nd and 12. Case Malone in the shotgun. Calls for the ball, fakes it to Kenny. He's going to roll out to his left side, throws it across his body. He's got Christian Isles. Christian still on his feet. Steps out of bounds about the 1, maybe the 2-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal to go for your Tioga Indians.
Great play action pass right there. He got outside the blitz, and Christian was just sitting there waiting for the ball. Here we go, baby.
That hurry up. They're going to give it to Case. Case is going to be quarterback keeper. Push. He's got to break in that plane. Let's see what the initial call is. They're going to say he's just short. Ooh, it looked like he came across, and then he got pushed back after he crossed. But that's going to be a 2nd and goal now as A.J. Adams, the smooth senior of SmackDown, comes into the ball game here to give it a little extra blocking. Here we go. Case is in the shotgun right here. Takes it. He's going to run it. He's going to follow Kenny Ponche into the end zone. Touchdown, Tioga. Case Malone with the score.
Great job right there by Case. They ran a heavy to the right. It really looked like the single wing, and they got behind A.J. Adams and big Landry right there, Tarver Landry. Man, what a hole right there, along with Roy Laborde. And, man, answer back. That's what we had to do right there. We had to make an answer, and we just did.
Ethan Bridges comes out here for the extra point with 7 minutes, 14 seconds left here, pinning this extra point. Christian Isles is the holder. There's the kick. It's up. And no, a flag on the play. It looked like one of the defensive line jumped off sides. And they're going to decline that, and I believe they're going to let Tioga have that. And let's see what the white hat it was, and then Tioga will decline it. So the extra point is good. Or they're just going to say we'll keep it where we're at here. Okay, so that's right. They blew it dead before the kick.
Yeah.
So they're going to re-kick here.
The decline was not to move it.
Yeah, they just didn't want to change it. Here we go. Snap, kick, up, and good. 7:14 left here in this opening quarter. Tioga 7, Franklin Parish 7. We'll be right back on 446 Sports.
At Woodman Life, we believe in standing strong for our communities because together we can build a brighter future. From supporting local schools with resources and scholarships to sponsoring programs that give children the tools they need to succeed, Woodman Life is proud to invest in the next generation. Our members live, work, and serve right here in your hometown, volunteering and making a difference where it matters most. When you see Woodman Life, you see neighbors helping neighbors and a promise to keep.
Welcome back, everybody, here. Case Malone, 1-yard touchdown run. Ethan Bridges' extra point is good. We're all netted up at 7 apiece. Those of you watching at home, thank you so much for tuning in. If the camera starts shaking a little bit, we're on top of the press box on the visitor side, so the Tioga faithful are up and bumping over here. So if you see that slight shake, that's because this Tioga faithful, this fans and family here are jumping up and down and they're super excited as we get ready for kickoff here. Boy, that's how you answer, Coach, right there. After the 3 and out on the opening drive, the big touchdown run by Credit, and then here comes Case Malone making some beautiful throws, and there's that little pooch kick, and they don't field it.
That's a fair catch.
That's a fair catch.
Fair catch signal. He called for a fair catch.
Yep. And so Tioga smartly. Yeah, so that's going to be way back there. And that could have been dangerous if you don't get that ball. So that's going to be way back there at the 27-yard line, I believe. It'll be first down, Franklin Parish.
Yeah, anytime anybody calls for fair catch, you don't have to be the one catching it, but he, number 2, signaled, and it was a short kick, and everybody took off. And, again, once you put it in your possession, they kill the play. So good job right there by the officials to pick that up. And, hey, you know what? Our defense has been solid all year, and there's no doubt we're going to have a response right here.
Hey, adjustments have been made every game that we've needed this. And, of course, Coach Mooter's had a good game plan here all season long, and we're ready to roll here as that Franklin Parish offense gets to come out onto the field for the second time. And let's see if this – now, Tioga had them in the backfield on that touchdown run. You just couldn't wrap him up here. But let's see what this Tioga defensive front can do, see if we can get some pressure by Champion and Thomas. They fake it. They throw it to the outside. He's got some room here. That's David Garrett and Trayshawn Fisher on that left side. Also Rose in on the tackle. That's going to be a pickup of about 9 yards. It's going to bring up second down.
Yeah, you can see Mr. Ellis has an arm himself, and a nice throw right there, a little quick out route to their sideline, and a 9-yard pickup right there for the first play of the second possession here with 6:48 left to go in the first quarter.
Kentrell Bates at the bottom of your screen for Tioga. Here we go, 2nd and 1 now for Franklin Parish. As you can hear the band of Indians in our background here. Man in motion, that's number 4. Ellis letting that offense set. Calls the ball and throws it over the middle. Caught. Single coverage there. Let's see if he can. Great job right there by Tioga. They will get the first down, but that's very, very tough to do. Trayshawn Fisher with the tackle on that single coverage.
I'm going to tell you, number 10 right there for the Patriots. That's Caden Seals, 6'2", 165-pound junior, and he's averaging 50 yards a game in reception. So man-to-man right now we're showing with one receiver side on that defense.
Here we go. 1st and 10, Franklin Parish at the 46-yard line. As they're getting the play from the sideline. 2 receivers near side. A top one at the top of your screen. High snap. Carry to the left side. And tackle made falls forward. Cohen Henry trips him up way back at the 48-yard line, but he falls forward another 7 yards, and that should move the chains to be another Franklin Parish first down.
Yeah, that's Traylon Martin again, the junior. He's back in the game, 5'11", 190-pound junior right there. Again, he's a hard runner. He's been their workhorse in the backfield all year long. So Indians are going to have their hands full right here with this skill set of Franklin Parish.
It's going to be a back and forth all night long, ladies and gentlemen. Two really good offenses here. If we can get Wesley Sherman need to back up just a hair there on that side. He's going to hand it off to the right side. Still on his feet, breaking tackles. And Tioga having a hard time getting down this running back. And that will, I think, move the chains again and be another Franklin Parish first down.
Yeah, Franklin Parish is going outside. They know they can't run inside, so they're bouncing everything outside the tackle box right now. So we've got to make an adjustment on the outside. Maybe add a little bit more beef or loosen up in the middle right here to stop them guys from getting on the outside.
First down, Franklin Parish, ball spotted at the 31-yard line. Ellis is in the shotgun. And hand it off again. This time getting a little bit of move right there. Cohen Henry flying into the picture. Is that left side by A.J. Adams, Rose, and Mr. Thomas. Chase Thomas in on the tackle. Only a pickup of maybe 1 yard. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, Franklin Parish got in that little pistol look right there, so it's kind of hard from a defensive standpoint to see which way they're going to go. So good job, good adjustment by the defense. 2nd and 9, they only gave up 1 yard there, so here we go.
2nd and 9 for the Patriots. Ball spotted now at that 30-yard line. Look at the press coverage right here by Trayshawn Fisher at the bottom of your screen. Ellis drops back looking to throw, rolls out to the outside, turn around, and what a beautiful catch and throw right there. He had linebacker Rose on him here, and if Joe just turns around, he could knock that down, but that's a heck of a play call right there by Franklin Parish.
Yeah, DJ McNeil right there on the catch. Again, one of those workhorse running backs. They slid him into the game right there. He's a sophomore, 5'10", 180. Great throw and catch right over Joe Rose's head for a huge gain for the Patriots.
All right, Garrett comes out. Fogelman comes into the ball game for Tioga here. Ball is 1st and goal to go here, and they hand it off, and he tries to jump again, and they're going to say he gets into the end zone, and they say 1 yard touchdown run by Franklin Parish.
Good job right there by Franklin Parish. They did something similar to what Tioga did on the score. On Tioga's first score is they got 2 big H-backs in the backfield, and all they did was hand it off to Mr. Martin.
Yeah, 1 yard touchdown run by Martin.
Gives him 25 touchdowns on the season for the Patriot.
Kicker number 18, that's Wiggers. He said he had the record, the school record for most. And that one just pokes through. It's just touched a little bit, but we got a flag on the field here at the 10-yard line. And let's see what the call is. I don't know if maybe they thought that might have been roughing or what, but
yeah, they
Tioga's
got
coming off. Yeah, Tioga's coming off the field anyways.
They will take it on the kickoff. It was roughing the kicker right there. Again, a lot of penetration right there. I know one of the things that talking with Shane on the way over, Cohen and them felt like they could block an extra point, so they're going to go after him all night long to see what they can do to hey, 1 point makes a difference.
Especially with this high-scoring offense, it's going to be back and forth all night long. 14-7, Franklin Parish on top of Tioga here. 3 minutes, 57 seconds left here in this opening quarter. We'll keep it here on 446 Sports, powered by Kingstop Chevron, 28 East Chevron, our proud title sponsors. Thanks to Christy and Krista Brosette and the crew over there at Kingstop and 28 East Chevron. Thank you so much for being proud title sponsors of Tioga Indian football here on 446 Sports. As Franklin Parish gets ready here to kick the ball off, it's going to be on the Tioga side, the 45-yard line, and this should be a touchback here. Let's see if Franklin Parish wants to try to do something fancy or be smart and try to keep it out of the hands of the Tioga return man.
Well, they've had some success kicking it to Curvin. Again, soft side of that field there, but they've switched it up. Curvin is now the up man.
Yeah, Tarver's back there now for Tioga about the 3-yard line. I would be surprised if they don't kick this into the end zone. Here we go. And that's exactly what they're going to do, kick it into the end zone. So we're going to take a quick break. 3:57 left here in the opening quarter. Franklin Parish 14, Tioga 7. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, here to first quarter action. 3:57 left here. Tioga down 14-7. Tioga scores on their last drive, and that's picked off by Ellis, and Ellis takes that to the house, and that's a quick turnaround. Read the quarterback's eyes there, and the first interception in a while for Case Malone.
Yeah, Case Malone came into the game with 2 interceptions on the season. That would be his 3rd one, first pick 6 of the season. But again, look, there's no doubt it's going to be the team that makes the least mistakes, and this one happened early on. So again, just got to reset and get ready to go here. And I'll tell you, this is nothing unusual here for these Indians.
Absolutely. They come out here to kick the extra point. And that could be set up something later on as you eyeball it there, and then you let them get by you, and then you go on to the house here. So extra point here for Franklin Parish after the interception return for a touchdown by Ellis. And here we go. Kick is up. And kick is good. 3:51 left here in this first quarter. Franklin Parish 21, Tioga 7. We'll keep it here as well. 1 play, 1 turnover, and an interception by Franklin Parish's defense. They pick off Case Malone, and that 2 for 1 right there on that score here. So out comes that Tioga special teams trying to make something happen here. Back will be Jackson Tarver. It looks like David Garrett back to receive.
Well, you know, we talked about it earlier, Billy. It's 1 against 1. That time Ellis won that series as far as picking it and scoring. In the previous possession, Curvin had the best of Ellis. So, again, we knew it would be a battle all night long between the two of them. But, again, you're talking about 10 other people on that field. So I can tell you right now, Coach Landry and that offense is going to make some adjustments this series. And we just need to go down and respond.
Here we go. Yes, sir. Here we go. Franklin Parish. Again, this is a big ball game. Tioga comes in 8-1. Franklin Parish 7-2. Both 4-0 in district. So this is for the district championship here tonight. As getting ready to kick off at that 40-yard line is Franklin Parish. And they kick a little short. It's kind of in between, but it looks to be going right out of bounds, and it does. About the 25-yard line. Flags are thrown. So Tioga will get pretty decent field position right here to start this drive.
Well, a lot of respect for this Tioga special team. When Franklin Parish don't want to kick off to you, that says a lot about what you accomplished all year and what you got back there that's deep. So, again, a lot of good coaching here on both sides early on, and it's all about strategy. And you know, that's what you got to love as a coach. It's a chess match right now, so we'll see how Tioga responds.
Here we go. 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 35-yard line. Curvin Johnson at the bottom of your screen. Angelo at the top. Christian Isles in that slot here with Ponche standing to the right of Case. Kenny Ponche cuts it, runs to that left side, falls forward, picks up about 2 yards, is going to bring up 2nd down.
Great job right there by Kenny to get some positive yards. And look, there's a lot of moving around there in that interior, so it was a good job for him to be able to pick up 2 to make it 2nd and 8 here with 3:30 in counting here in the first quarter.
Here we go. 2nd and 8 for Tioga. Case Malone in the shotgun. Tarver Landry now in that tight end spot. Curvin Johnson in motion. Case throws it and picked off again. This time by number 7, lowers the shoulder. And Penny Ponche with the tackle. And another INT for Tioga.
Yeah, they tried to run a little slant across the middle. He ran a little drag. He threw it behind Curvin right there. And that linebacker was able to step up and pick that off. And that's going to be actually number 7 for, that's Chris Addison, the senior, 6'4", 245-pound linebacker there for the Patriots.
Here we go as we're trying to see what the White Hat's going to make the call. We got 2 flags on the play. I did see a helmet come off. Don't know what they're going to call. I don't know if it was maybe hands to the face mask. I'm not sure what the call was. But either way, it'll be Franklin Parish's ball here with another INT. And let's see what the White Hat has to say. That's going to be against Franklin Parish. Face mask against Tioga, so they're offsetting penalties. So penalties against both Tioga and Franklin Parish.
So that means that
Interception did not happen.
That's right.
That the personal foul, roughing the kicker, I believe. Roughing the passer was as he was throwing the ball, so that will be returned. So Tioga catches a huge break right there as that Tioga offense comes back into the ball game, and it's still going to be second down.
And you know, this is how you want it done. These officials took their time, and we've had, you know, some really good officials all season long. They took their time. They made sure that they got the call right, and they did. And that, again, a huge break right there for the Indians. But listen, still no doubt of what's going to happen. We've got to be able to minimize the mistakes right here. Don't press the, don't panic. Just do what you do.
They're reading quarterback's eyes. They're looking at that first look, and they're breaking on the ball. And I know Case is a smart enough quarterback, and he's been fantastic all season. Make that adjustment. Start looking there on purpose, knowing that's going to be a double move, and you hit him over the top, and Curvin's gone to the house. So that was a timeout for Franklin Parish as they weren't ready on offense. They didn't like the defense that they had, so they call a timeout. And again, we'll leave it here. 3:10 left here in this first quarter, 21-7. Franklin Parish on top of Tioga here after the touchdown run for Franklin Parish, and Tioga ties it up. And then the big play for Franklin Parish and then the INT for a touchdown is what brings us to 21-7 as that Tioga offense will have the ball second down and 8.
Well, we talked about this and just listening to Coach Mooter and him talk about this Franklin Parish team. You got two really good teams with some really good players on it. So, again, minimize mistakes, do what you've done all year, and keep this game close. And that's what both teams are trying to do right now. So, again, it's going to be a chess match all night long.
Here we go, second and 8 for Tioga. Case Malone reads that defense. They give it to Kenny. Kenny hit immediately by number 65, and he's just getting all type of pressure there in the backfield here, and it's going to bring up third down now after the loss of about 4 yards.
Where they're sending the house on them first down. I mean, they're stacking it. You can see it's obvious that they're trying to get in there and wreak havoc early on first down.
Third down now for Tioga. It was second down after the play. Yep. So it's third down and 11 now for Tioga. Case Malone in the shotgun, calls for the ball, drops back, looks right, throws. He's got Curvin Johnson. And Curvin makes a beautiful catch all the way down. At the 26-yard line. What a catch. What a catch.
Curvin turned all the way around, and Ellis is sitting there arguing that there's no way he caught the ball, but he did, as the Indians want to go fast.
Absolutely. Well, there's no instant replay, so it don't matter. As Kenny Ponche takes the handoff, moves up the middle, and gets to the 25, 24-yard line. It's going to bring up second down.
Yeah, the Indians have got to go fast. If they can go fast, then they don't have an opportunity to blitz anybody or get set, let alone blitz. So good job right there, Coach Landry, keeping this ball moving as quick as they can.
Yeah, that hurry-up is causing havoc for the defense of Franklin Parish. Here we go, two receivers top. That's Shelton and Isles. Curvin at the bottom of your screen. They toss it to Kenny. Kenny to the left side. Cuts back up the middle, falls forward. Big carry right there by Kenny Ponche. Only gets 3 yards, but it looked like so much more. And it's going to bring up third and short.
Yeah, great job by Kenny to get outside. Again, those guys are jamming up the middle. They're blitzing up the middle right now. So if we can get anything outside as quick as we can, we've got an opportunity because that linebacker is about 4 yards deep.
Here we go, third and short here for Tioga. Case Malone in the shotgun. Ponche to his right. Throws it into the dirt. And Kenny Ponche was in the vicinity right there, so that's going to bring up fourth down, and I'm sure this is going to be 4-down territory for Tioga. Kenny Ponche was within 2 yards of where that ball went. And Case is pleading his case, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Kenny Ponche was right there. They were trying to run a screen.
Yeah.
Kenny was right there, so
he
I'm
might
not
have
sure.
been on the outside a little bit, but he was maybe 2 to 3 yards from where the ball was thrown into the dirt. And let's see what they're talking about and conferring. Minute 14 left here in this quarter. Oh, my goodness.
Flag on the play.
You had a receiver right here. I'm not sure.
I mean, Kenny was it's got to be in the area.
Intentional grounding called against Tioga.
That's not a good call. Plus, it was called by this guy on this side, so I'm not sure. Well, it's going to be third down, so that's okay. Hey, we've talked about this.
Yeah, it'll be fourth down.
Yeah, fourth down.
It'll be a loss of down, but it's going to be fourth now instead of 4th and 3. You're going to be 4th and 18, and that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I mean, if you go back on the replay, you could see Kenny Ponche was near the ball, but again, there is no replay. So just out of range for the field goal now. So you got Tioga will go for it here on 4th down.
Again, you got one-on-one down here with Curvin and Ellis, so let's see if we don't go with no help. That's right.
Case in the shotgun. They're going to bring the house here. Case drops back, steps up and throws. He's got Angelo, and it's going to be incomplete, and it'll be a turnover on downs for Tioga. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come right back. 1 minute, 8 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 21-7, Franklin Parish on top.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. As the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% finance.
Welcome back, everybody. Minute, 8 seconds left here in this first quarter. 21-7, Franklin Parish on top of Tioga. 4th down, overthrown is turnover on downs, and it gives Franklin Parish the ball back. First carry, he's gone to the outside, cuts back up the middle, still on his feet. Look at that young man go. Jackson Tarver trying to break it, and he does, and he saves the touchdown. But a huge carry right there by Franklin Parish.
DJ McNeil, the sophomore running back right there, they ran a little GT counter. He was able to bounce it out. They found something on that right side of that defense, which would be our left side. So they've been able to, that's where they're running, that's where they're having success right now early on. So again, no doubt we'll make adjustments, but that's a huge game for the Patriots.
Here we go, 1st and goal to go now for Franklin Parish. Man in motion. And they give it to him to the right side. He's hit hard, knocked out of bounds. Cohen Henry and Kentrell Bates on the tackle for Tioga. Brings up 2nd down as Mohammed Abdel Hadi comes into the ball game, and Rose comes out. 17 seconds left here in this opening quarter. They don't have to take the snap here, and I don't think they're going to care to do that right now, so they're going to let the quarter end here, 7-6. And that's going to do it for the first quarter of action here. 21-7, Franklin Parish on top of Tioga, and they're threatening again. We'll be right back here on 446 Sports.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
ugh, come on.
Seriously? This is so extra.
But what you could say is,
like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Welcome back, everybody, here. This is a 446 Sports production of Tioga Indian football as we get ready to start the second quarter. 446 Sports Tioga brought to you by Kingstop Chevron, 28 East Chevron, proud title sponsors of Indians football here on 446 Sports. As we get ready to start the second quarter, 2nd and goal here for Franklin Parish. Ellis is going to keep it himself and untouched into the end zone. Touchdown, Franklin Parish.
Well, you know, we come out of a timeout, and our defense isn't even ready to go right there. So Ellis, an easy walk-in right there for the 6-point score to increase that lead to 27-7, Patriots over the Indians.
Here we go with the extra point after the touchdown, 27-7 right now, and they're talking to Coach Crispin after the play, I think there might have been a penalty. Seeing if he wants to do it on the kickoff or on the, it looks like they're going to do it on the kickoff. Tioga. So, yeah, after the touchdown, it looks like maybe an unsportsmanlike. Yeah. And that's going to be against Franklin Parish. So that'll be enforced on the kickoff here. But we're going to go ahead and get ready for this extra point. 11:57 left here in this second quarter. 27-7. Franklin Parish on top here, pinning this extra point. And looks like they're going to go for the 2-point conversion here, Coach.
Little swinging gate. You know, Franklin Parish got something, a trick up their sleeve here. They got swinging gate Ellis there at quarterback.
And they give it to him. There's a reverse to the right side. See if Tioga stays home, and he do. And all they got to do is make the tackle, and they can't do it. We were there. We were there to make the tackle. We just could not quite get the tackle down. And so the 2-point conversion is good. 11:57 seconds left here in the second quarter. And now it's going to be, well, they haven't set the, it should be 29-7 here. Franklin Parish on top. We'll keep it here as well. And had them in the backfield, just couldn't quite get them wrapped up.
Yeah, they ran a little reverse. In that swinging gate, it's so tough to defend because you've got to spread your guys out, but they ran a little swinging gate with a little double reverse. They had an option in there to throw the pass, but again, Seals didn't need to throw it because he was Tarver couldn't make that tackle right there. So again, they were able to get that 2-point conversion to make it 29-7. Here's the thing. How do we respond right here after this little bit of adversity? 3 quick scores. And we've just started the second quarter. So, again, a lot of game left to go, and we just need to respond by driving that ball down the field and scoring and getting 7 on the board ourselves.
Absolutely. Here we go. They're going to kick off, but they're going to be back all the way to the 25-yard line because of the taunting penalty on the touchdown score by Ellis. So Tioga should get pretty good field position right here after this kickoff. You got Jackson Tarver, Angelo Shelton, and David Garrett back there to catch the ball here. Up men is Cohen Henry and Christian Isles right there at midfield. Here we go with the kickoff. And they kick it short, and it's going to be fair caught by Cohen Henry. And so Tioga will start with great field position here. 11:57 left here in the second quarter. We'll take a quick break and come right back. 29-7, Franklin Parish on top.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy.
Here we go. Tioga 1st and 10 at the 42. 11:57 left here in the second quarter. 29-7. Franklin Parish on top of Tioga. 2 receivers near side. One is Kervin Johnson. Case throws a little screen pass to Kenny Ponche. Kenny wrapped up in the backfield here, and that number 65 is creating all type of havoc there in the backfield.
Yeah, number 65. We don't have a name for him, or they didn't even have his number in their roster, so I'm not sure who the young man is, but he's playing lights out right now. A little swing pass to Kenny, but 65's got some, playing that DN, he's got some speed there.
Absolutely. So a loss of about 6 right there brings up 2nd and about 16 for Tioga. 2 receivers top. That's Johnson and Shelton as Johnson goes in motion. Picked up at the bottom here. Case Malone in the shotgun. Case checking out the defense. Case throws over the middle. Tarver Landry with a beautiful catch all the way to the 45-yard line. That'll be a first down, Tioga.
Great job right there by Malone and Coach to pick that up. Coach Landry picking that up. They're running a man on the outside, zone in the middle, and they're looking in the backfield. So the 2 safeties are looking in the backfield. Never saw Tarver release right there up the middle.
2 receivers top of your screen, 1 at the bottom. That's Shelton, and they're in that hurry up, and they give it to Ponche. Ponche being chased down by 65. Can't get him. Picks up about 5 more yards, but you said it right, Coach. 65 got some speed for a big man on that defensive end side, and he just missed that tackle of Kenny Ponche.
Well, they're moving him around. So, again, they play a 4-man front, but when they show pressure, they stand him up. He's not even in a 3-point stance. He's in a 2-point squatted stance. So, again, he's moving around. Now he puts his hand back on the ground, but he's playing a true DN.
Here we go, Case. That's Christian Isles in motion. They give it to Christian, following the block of Kenny Ponche. And Christian Isles gets to the line of scrimmage and nowhere to go there, and maybe picked up a yard, or got back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up second down.
Yeah, they tried to run a sweep right there, that speed sweep to Isles, but, give credit to these Patriots. They strung that play out right there to have no gain on that second down. But we've got 3rd and 9 right here. We've got to be able to answer right here and keep the chains moving with 10 minutes left to go in the second.
Here we go. Case calls for it, drops back, looking right, steps in the pocket and throws. He's got Kervin Johnson, and underthrown and almost picked off by Ellis, but Kervin had a little bit of separation right there, but it's going to bring up 4th down for the Indians.
Yeah, he did have some separation. Case put some air under it, so they were unable to. He was unable to hit the deep ball on him. But again, you've got to be able to make some adjustments. And as Coach Christmas talking to Malone, you got to make some adjustments. And look, again, a lot of game to be played, so there's no need to press the panic button. I know we haven't been down 29-7 all season, but we're going to get this offense rolling, no doubt.
Absolutely. Here we go. Punt team comes out for Tioga. Ethan Bridges back at the 40-yard line. And here comes the punt. Pressured. See if it gets a Tioga bounce. And it doesn't. And it's going to be fielded right around the 28-yard line. So not his best, but not horrible by any means. Wasn't a shank there. And out comes that Franklin Parish offense to see if this Tioga defense can make a big stop here. 10 minutes left here in this second quarter.
Yeah, we've got to be able to get a stop on defense. And, it's obvious we're not clicking on all cylinders, but there's got to be some answers right here, and there's no doubt, it's going to happen.
Absolutely. Here we go. 1st and 10 here for Franklin Parish. Ball spotted, looked to be at that 26-yard line. And let's see, we haven't called champions name yet tonight here. And Wesley Sherman, let's see if we can get those two ends making some plays here for the Tioga defense. They got a man that goes out.
Right over the middle, over the middle.
And he's wide open. See if Jackson Tarver can make a play. And he gets a tackle, but not after a big play on 1st down. And that's going to move the chains and be a Franklin Parish 1st down.
That's Trayon Martin right there, the junior running back. And all they did was they ran a little motion, got the safety out over the top of the box, and then they released the Martin right down the middle of the field, similar to what we did with Tarver on the previous possession, and a huge pickup right there for the Patriots.
1st down, ball spotted at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10, Patriots. Ellis in the shotgun, 2 receivers near side, and it looks like Franklin Parish will call a timeout. So while they take a timeout, we'll take a timeout. 29-7, Franklin Parish. We're back, everybody, here on 446 Sports. 29-7, Franklin Parish on top of Tioga here in the second quarter with 9 minutes and 30 seconds left here. And it's 1st and 10, Franklin Parish, as they hand it off to the left side, untouched. Crosses to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Franklin Parish.
Again, they're getting outside on our defensive ends and our outside linebackers, and they're making one-on-one plays there with their receivers. Again, it's hard to see from this angle, but they're doing a great job of pinning them to the sidelines when the corners are coming up trying to force it back inside. So, again, another tough break. We've got to make an adjustment, and I know we will. But, you hate to see this being down by this many points this early in the second quarter.
Absolutely, especially such a big ball game here between Tioga and Franklin Parish. This is for the district championship. And another score as they're going to do the same play they did a little while ago. That swinging gate. And let's see if Tioga can make a tackle here. Just struggling with the tackling right now and then and the blocking. And they're going to give it again. This time they're going to throw it. And knocked away. So the 2-point conversion this time is no good. 9 minutes, 23 seconds left here in the second quarter. 35-7. Franklin Parish on top. We'll be right back on 446.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
Welcome back, everybody, here as the 2-point conversion is no good. 35-7. Franklin Parish on top of your Tioga Indians here with 9 minutes, 23 seconds left. Martin with the big touchdown run for about 32 yards as Franklin Parish will get ready to kick it off to the Tioga Indians here. And it's just been about 4 scores in a row here. I feel like Abraham Lincoln, 4 score and 4 touchdowns. But here we go as they get ready to kick off. David Garrett's back there at the 10-yard line, and he catches it at the 10. Garrett runs into a defender here, but gets back to about the 28-yard line. We'll keep it here as well. Appreciate everybody tuning in, watching here on YouTube, Facebook, and all of our different avenues that you can watch Tioga football here on 446 Sports. Offense comes out for Tioga, trailing 35-7 here. And we've talked about it, Coach. Right now, just Tioga's got to find something to get them some momentum going here and get back into this ball game.
Yeah, you know, you just got to find a way to drive this ball down the field, get some points on the board, and again, get that momentum going back in your favor.
Here we go. Isles in motion. They give it off to Kenny Ponche. Kenny lowers the shoulder and just number 3 sheds the block and just absolutely makes that tackle for the Patriots.
Yeah, they're doing a good job right there of playing downhill as well. You know, talk about our guys playing both ways. Franklin Parish also has their best 11 on the field. So, again, another week of seeing some of your better teams putting all their guys on the field to make plays.
Here we go, 2nd and 11 now for the Indians. Case Malone in the shotgun. Kervin Johnson, top of your screen, along with Christian Isles. And it looks like they're about to bring the house again. Case steps up and throws and dropped. Little thrown just ahead of Kervin. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down for the Indians.
Yeah, Case got a lot of pressure in his face again, so he led Kervin a little bit too much there. Again, you know, they're blitzing from the inside, and so they've got to make an adjustment on that as well.
3rd down and 11 here for Tioga. 8:42 left here in this second quarter. Tioga trails 35-7. In this big regular season finale here at Franklin Parish High School. Case hit as he throws, caught, and brought down about the 35-yard line. Kervin Johnson with the catch. And it's going to bring up 4th and about 3 yards. And let's see what Tioga does here as Coach Crispin takes off his and at this point, Coach, kind of got to go for it, right?
Yeah, you go for it, but you got to change up the count a little bit too. They're sending that house. I would go on 2 or no play right here to try to catch them off guard.
That's exactly what they just tried to do. No bite right there by the Patriots. So Case Malone checks to the sideline here as 10 seconds left here on the play clock. 8 minutes left here on the game clock. 4, 3, 2, and
Franklin Parish called timeout.
Oh,
wow.
That's nice. What a break, huh?
Wow.
Wow.
I was watching Coach Crispin, and then I see the head coach coming, darting across in his white vest over there. He's the one called the timeout. Coach Crispin was just sitting there.
It was looking like they were going to be okay with getting a delay of game and just punt the ball away. But the Patriots wasted timeout right there and kind of give Tioga a few seconds to maybe gather their thoughts, see what they want to do here. So let's see if that can pay dividends for this Tioga offense.
you know, when you think back and you think back to game 1 of the season against Sterlington, it was a back and forth game, you know, ended up on the short end of that. This is probably the first game all year where we haven't looked like we're clicking on all cylinders. And, you know, again, when you think about it as a coach, you're talking about 16 to 18-year-old young men, 19-year-old young men out here. They're not always going to be at their best. You never know what's going on. But, again, this is a big-time game coming in at 8-1 on the season. Into this 10th playing day. You just got to find a way to get that momentum back, and there's no doubt they will right here.
Here we go. Case Malone in the shotgun. Big 4th down here for the Indians. 2 receivers near side. Top of your screen is Curvin. They bring the house. They throw it to Christian. Christian trying to get back up, and Christian Isles does a great job of getting just enough to get to the sticks. Picks up an extra 5 yards and a huge 1st down for the Indians.
Yeah, that's the one time they don't send the blitz, and we got right underneath those right over the top of those linebackers and got that big screen throw right there.
Big 1st down. Good job right there by the senior homecoming king, Mr. Christian Isles. Case Malone in the shotgun. Drops back, looking to throw, steps up, and Case doing all he can do and gets a big positive yards there on 1st down. Picks up about 3 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, they brought 7 that time. And I'll tell you what a great job right there by Case to pick up 2 yards. Again, the linemen are communicating. You can see this Indian offensive line. They're communicating, but there's only 5 of those guys, and they bring in 7, actually 6 with Tarver there. But they're still outnumbered here. So, again, it's going to be a battle. It was not going to be given tonight.
Here we go. Case Malone checking the defense. Calls for the ball, hands it off to Kenny. Kenny looking for a seam, finds something, falls forward, picks up about another 2 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and maybe 5 yards.
Great job right there by Kenny to get behind that offensive line. Again, you want to try to get as many yards as you can, pick up 3 or 4 yards at a time, work this clock, try to find a way to get a score right here. That's going to be huge right here for the Indians, to find a way to get a score, keep the Patriot offense off the field.
3rd down here for the Indians. 2 receivers top of your screen. That's Isles and Shelton. Curvin down here by himself. Curvin on Ellis. We'll be sticking Curvin Johnson here. Case looks to throw, and he does. That's a dangerous throw right there. And it's going to bring up 4th down for the Indians. A lot of people on that side of the field that could have possibly took that one to the house, but thank goodness no, it's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, they were trying to run a little jailbreak screen right there to Curvin, but, man, Ellis is right there in his pocket.
That double move.
Yeah, Ellis has made some adjustments. He's gotten a little bit tighter to Curvin, so, again, he's got more help than we know over the top, so he's able to play a little bit tighter on defense over here.
Here we go, 4th down here for the Indians as Ellis creeps up again. This time they're playing a little, and he nowhere to go, and guess who? Number 65 with a big sack, and that's going to be a turnover on downs, and out come Franklin Parish. That offense.
Yeah, great job right there by the defensive end, number 55 that time. That's Gerald. That's Garen McZeal, a junior. He's 6'3", 210-pound defensive end. Great job right there to find a way to get around that edge and get to Case right there for a turnover on downs.
Yeah, Case was fixing to let it go. He had Curvin Johnson with a step over here at the bottom of your screen, just did not have time to get rid of the ball. So another turnover on downs here, and this is where this Tioga defense, who's been on the field most of this 1st half here, has got to try to make a big stop here and let that offense have another shot at it.
Yeah, got to find a way to keep them from getting on the outside here. So we'll see the adjustments that have been able to be made here.
Here we go. Ellis, high snap, hands it off. Spin move, runs into Cohen Henry, and brought back. And Kenny Ponche in on the defensive side as well there, making the tackle. Cohen and Kenny and A.J. Adams pick up of about 2-3 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, you can see the frustration on Chase Thomas right there. He had him, he just couldn't wrap him up, but he tackled him up high. He was able to get through Chase's arms. But again, they're right there to make the play. We're just not making that play. So again, got to be able to make those plays at the point of contact.
2nd down here for Franklin Parish. Ball spotted right at that 36-yard line. And they hand it off. Again, just a big seam. Right, untouched until he gets to about 24-yard line. And that'll move the chains to be another Franklin Parish 1st down.
Yeah, it was obvious. Fall is getting held. I mean, when you're pushing somebody to the sideline, it's not because they're engaged. You're getting held to the sideline. Again, Fall gets knocked out, as the edge setter, and then, man, Seals just turns it on. Martin's turning it on. Those guys are just, once they hit that edge there, Billy, they are going.
Big first down here. Again, they're in almost in that red zone territory, 21-yard line. 5:04 left here in the first half, 35-7. Franklin Parish on top, and they hand the ball off and breaks one tackle, but can't break two. Cohen Henry was the first man there. Kitty Ponche cleans it up. Pickup of a couple, maybe 1 yard. It's going to bring up second down.
Yes, the JV Champions right there is having to play it safe. He's having to stay home to make sure that Ellis doesn't take off. But boy, if he just keeps going with Martin, he makes the play right there in the backfield. And but again, assignment football, I get it. But man, we're definitely getting the pressure in the backfield.
Here we go again. 4:28 left here in this first half. 35-7, Franklin Parish. Ellis fakes the handoff, throws right over the middle, wide open, touchdown, Franklin Parish.
Great call play right there. Play action pass. Again, thrown right across the middle to number 6 for the Patriots, and that's Tricarian Spears. He's a junior, 5'11", 160. He was wide open on a little post route right there from the 19-yard line to go up 41-7 with 4:16 left to go here in the first half.
So here comes the extra point here for Franklin Parish. Again, if you followed us all season long, you know that this is not the normal for sure here. Just things not going Tioga's way for sure. Extra point is no good, blocked there. So the extra point no good. 4 minutes, 16 seconds left here in this second quarter. 41-7, Franklin Parish on top. We're going to take a quick break and come right back here on 446 Sports. Welcome back, everybody, here. 4 minutes, 16 seconds left here in the second quarter. Franklin Parish scores again, 41-7 over your Tioga Indians. Powered by Kingstop Chevron, 28 East Chevron, proud title supporters and sponsors of Tioga football. As Franklin Parish goes to kick the ball off again. This time, David Garrett's could have fielded at the 10-yard line. Nowhere to go, just absolutely nowhere to go. Can't even, and there's a late flag coming in from that side around that 35-yard line, but it's like there's no opening, Coach, nothing on special teams to even get any somewhat of a seam to try to break something loose.
Yeah, David took off, and then he hesitated on those, kickoffs. You want your guys to be flying through that middle, but you got to tip your hats to Franklin Parish.
Oh, absolutely.
Billy, they came to play. They're sound. They're playing all three phases right now. For all three phases for them are working, and hey, it's not the norm for Tioga, and
holding on Tioga there.
Yeah.
So that's going to back up, and it'll be first down for the Indians, but that'll back them up probably around to that 15-yard line. See where they actually spot it here. I think it's going to be the 14-yard line. Yep.
Well, that's one of those nights where you just scratch your head and you say, hey, let's find a way to get some momentum. And, it's definitely the hype and the want is there. It's just not working right now.
Absolutely. So you got to do some type of adjustment, get here and try to do what you can to get back into this ball game here with 4 minutes, 10 seconds left here in this second quarter. Tioga tosses it over to Ponche. Ponche to the left side being chased down, breaks a few tackles. Look at Kenny. There you go. Falls forward down to the 32-yard line. And good block right there by Tarver Landry. Let's see where they spot it. That's going to be enough for a Tioga first down.
Yeah, great job right there. Again, you got to make adjustments. That's a great call by Coach Landry to get him outside. Got enough blocking out there for him. So, again, let's move the ball.
Case rolls out to the right side. Looking to throw. Nobody open, and he throws it out of bounds. And hit hard, and Case is still on the ground.
Here's the thing. The young man was out of bounds, and they drove him out of bounds, and so there's no flag as as cases popped up, but there was no flag on that play. So
that's unfortunate, man. Here we go. 2nd down and 10. 3 minutes, 51 seconds. Let's hope the Case is okay as he seems to be shaking it off. Tough young man is Case Malone, senior quarterback for your Tioga Indians. 2nd and 10 now, and he seems to be okay as they're going to be on this front hash here. Ball spotted at the 32-yard line. Here we go. Case reading the defense here. 2 receivers top. Christian Isle, that's going to be Curvin in motion. They give it to Curvin. Curvin to the left side. What a good block, but then Curvin just goes out of bounds. And a late flag comes into the ball game.
Several flags on the play.
See what the white hat has to say.
I'm not sure what he's going to call, but there's no way. That was just a block. So I'm not sure who's getting the flag on this. That was a huge block right there, and that definitely wasn't targeting.
No, it wasn't targeted. It was clean. It was in the chest. Let's see what the white hat has to say here. And they're going to talk to Coach Chrisman.
It's against?
Yeah, it's against Franklin Parish.
Okay.
The way it came in, it almost looked like it was maybe, a late hit on the quarterback or something, but I didn't get to see with the hand motion because they're facing the other way from us tonight here, but it'll benefit Tioga here, and it will get us a 2nd down and maybe about 1 yard for the 1st down. Ball spotted now at the 41-yard line. 2nd and 1 here for Tioga. 3:47 left here in this 2nd quarter. 41-7, Franklin Parish, and it's getting a little chippy down on the field, Coach.
Yeah, and you got to expect that. These 2 big-time programs with a lot to lose here, and so, they're playing all out. This is for the district championship. It's important to these 2 schools, so let's see what happens here as they're making an adjustment on the defensive side.
Case Malone in the shotgun. Ponche to his right. Curvin at the top in the slot. Case steps up, throws it deep. Intended for Curvin Johnson. Incomplete here. Like that play call, though, with 2nd and 1 here. Go ahead and try to make something happen at the end.
Yeah, and that was, he got 3 receivers down there. Looks like number 7's coming off the field. He was not going full speed right there. That's Chris Addison. That's that leader on that defensive side. He's got an issue with an ankle or something, but he's come off the field. And, again, 3rd and 1 right here for the Indians. Need to get a 1st.
And they give it to Ponche. Ponche does get the 1st down and more. Crosses midfield, and there's a flag all the way in the back at the 40-yard line, thrown from the white hat. And that's normally in the area of holding.
Wow.
When that white hat throws, let's see what the call is going to be. I'm hoping I'm wrong. As Tioga's.
I don't know if it can't be holding. Personal foul.
It was against, but it's against Franklin Parish. Okay, good deal. Normally, from when that white hat's throwing it, it could be holding, but that's great. Hey, beneficial. Tioga move the chains. That'll be a Tioga 1st down, so we'll take it absolutely. Well, again, there's some chippiness going on that field right now.
And the reason I said that is because I just watched the 5 linemen just blow their guys off the ball for the 1st time tonight. So it couldn't have been holding, so I wasn't sure. But again, I'm like you. It comes from the white hat in the backfield. Normally it's holding.
Here we go. Curvin back onto the field here. And they're going to tell him to run the clock. Here we go. 1st and 10 here for Tioga. Ball at the 39-yard line. Case Malone in the shotgun. Hands it off to Ponche. Ponche finds a beautiful seam. Kenny brought down to the 25-yard line. Good touchdown saving tackle right there by number 21 for Franklin Parish.
Yeah, there's no doubt it's getting chippy out there, but man, they got some things going on it. Somebody just flopped out there.
Yeah,
34, he just flopped. I'm not sure.
Tarver Landry pointed it out, too. He's like, come on, man.
Actually, it's 54. He just flopped. I ain't never seen that in football.
Here we go. It's like the NBA all over again. Case Malone in the shotgun. 2 receivers near side. Angelo Shelton at the top. Case steps up in the middle. He's got Christian Isles wide open in the middle. Christian Isles falls forward, gets all the way down to about the 7-yard line. And that's going to be a 1st and goal to go here for Tioga.
Great job right there by this Indians offense. Continue to find a way to move the ball down the field. Still 2 minutes and 50 seconds and counting. Got to get this touchdown right here. whatever we do not need to get any kind of running time or anything. Got to give ourselves a chance to stay in this game right here.
Case in the shotgun. Ponche to his right. They give it to Kenny. Kenny to the left side. He can cut up the middle, and he does. Still on his feet. Kenny Ponche into the end zone. Touchdown, Tioga.
Great job right there by that offense as they found a way to drive down again. Couple penalties to help them out, but what a huge offensive possession for the Indians right here to close the gap to 41-13 with 2:32 left to go in the second quarter.
And we got an injury, number 54 for Franklin Parish.
I don't think he flopped again, but he definitely got hit hard.
As look at number 65. Thought he was going to throw him over his shoulder and just carry him to the sideline. I hope that young man's okay. We're not making fun of the young man by any means. I was just talking about how 65 was fixing to carry him off the field himself here, so hopefully he's okay. We'll take a break while he's down when we find out what's going on here. 2:32 left here in this second quarter, 41-13. We'll be right back. Tioga trails.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Welcome back, everybody, here. 2:32 left here in this second quarter. Tioga scores with the Kenny Ponche run, and 41-13 pinned in this extra point by Ethan Bridges. And finally getting to see that Tioga offense get back onto the scoreboard here after a rough couple series here with some interceptions and some 3-and-outs and a few four down stops there on the defense for Franklin Parish. So Ethan Bridges coming out here getting ready to kick the extra point.
Yeah, that was Jeremiah Lewis, the linebacker, number 54, is able to walk out off the field on his own. So good thing to see that young man up and moving.
Here we go, Ethan Bridges. Kick is up. Plenty of leg, and the kick is good. 2:32 left here in this second quarter. 41-14. We'll keep it here. Tioga trails. And good to see some momentum going back on that Tioga side.
Yeah, you know, it's there. The offense is there. Again, you know, you never know what's going on, but, these Indians, they're going to fight, and you got to tip their hat to this offense. They were able to find an answer. As you can see, Coach Landry, before the extra point, he was down there talking to Case and all those skill guys on the offensive side. A lot of ball game left to play. You just got to find a way defensively. We make a stop right here, get the ball back, try to find a way to score before the half.
Absolutely. Ash trails right now Neville 21-7 here in the second quarter. That's also one of our 446 Sports sister games over there at, again, they're at Neville here tonight as we get ready to kick off. Ethan Bridges with the kick here. 2:32 left here in this second quarter. Franklin Parish on top 41-14 here. And there's that little pooch kick. He laid it down, and big tackle right there, but I think he hurt his leg, did Kentrell Bates.
Yeah, he did. He went over the top, which is a great job by Kentrell.
He tried not to hurt, get the flag, absolutely.
Yes, he went up and over instead of trying to lead with his head. He actually tried to jump over him, and, man, he just ran. Tough break for Kentrell right there.
Yeah, trying to do the right thing, trying not to get the penalty, and tries to avoid the helmet-to-helmet contact, and ends up getting his leg hit on, it could have been the helmet or the shoulder pad, so hopefully the Kentrell will be okay as he hops up. And good to see him up. He is hopping a little bit here, but I know he's a tough young man. As it'll be 1st and 10 for Franklin Parish with 2:32 left here in the second quarter. 41-14, Franklin Parish on top of Tioga here on 446 Sports. And they hand the ball off to the left side. There's some contact. I like to see it. There we go. And falls forward and still picks up some chunk yardage, but a good job by the defensive front of Tioga trying to get some pressure, and that's the Javion Champion and also Kenny Ponche with the tackle.
Yeah, those guys still getting to the ball, getting after it. You got to love that, like we said. There's a lot of ball game left, so they're going to continue to fight hard. The Indians are. And hey, a lot of ball games, so that's what we're going to just keep saying.
That's it. Here we go. Again, yeah, no give up right here. It's only the second quarter, 2 minutes left as they're not in a hurry to get the snap going. 2 receivers near side, 2 far side. It looks like Martin to the right of Ellis. And they hand it off, and he's hit at the point of contact, but falls forward. Very similar to that style of running by Kenny Ponche. You get hit and falls forward here, but only a pickup of a couple yards. Timeout, Coach Crispin.
Yeah, good timeout called right there. Again, it looks like Franklin Parish. They have no sense of urgency, and again, they're not coming off the ball like they were coming off in those first few possessions. So hey, look, find a way to make a big stop right here, punt, get the ball back with a little bit of time left. This Indian offense, they can score fast now as this Indian band is getting after it right here. You gotta love it.
Yeah, good timeout right there by Coach Crispin, believing in your defense right there and making another stop. It's 3rd and 5 here. If you can get a stop, force a punt, maybe get some good field position and let you get your offense at least have a shot to do something at the end of the half, because Franklin Parish will get the ball to start the second half. 41-14, Franklin Parish on top of Tioga here on 446 Sports. Band of Indians, they got their giddy up ready to roll, baby. No give up out here by the Band of Indians. Here we go, 3rd down.
How about a little pick? How about a little INT right here?
Big stop needed right here for Tioga. Fake the handoff, throws it over the middle, and catch made by number 10, Trayshawn Fisher with the coverage, and that's going to be a 1st down, Franklin Parish.
Great job right there, throw and catch to Caden Seals, the junior, 6'2", 165-pound.
A lot of weapons, bud. They got a lot of weapons. It's very
amazing.
Similar offenses between these two teams. A lot of weapons, just a few turnovers, and has been the difference so far here for this ball game. But Franklin Parish, they've lived up to the hype thus far as Ellis drops back looking to throw, and he does. High and good coverage right there by Trayshawn Fisher. And the incomplete pass is going to bring up 2nd down and stop the clock with 1:18 seconds.
Yeah, great job right there by Fisher to come up on the play right there on Seals as Kentrell Bate is coming back off the field. It doesn't look like he's completely recovered. He might be cramping on that, or it's the same leg that he hurt previous on a couple plays previous.
Here we go, 2nd and 10 here for the Patriots. Martin drops back into the wide receiver, going to be in that little slot, and they got a pressure Al-Beldadi, but they do throw it and get a good catch. Quick turnaround right there, and that's going to move the chains to be another Franklin Parish 1st down.
Yeah, a little screen right there run by Seals, and great call right there as they went to no back set, 5 wide, and they got it out there into the flats pretty quick.
1st down now for Franklin Parish here with 1:07 left here in this 2nd quarter. 41-14. This Tioga Indian defense desperately needs a big stop right here as Franklin Parish will get the ball to start the second half.
See Curvin has come in. He's going over there to their side, go man-to-man on their number 1 guy.
Ellis steps up into the pocket. He's got some room, and he got to throw. He's got a single coverage. And good no call right there, letting them play through. Trayshawn Fisher with the coverage on Franklin Parish's.
Yeah, that's a credit right there, marquee credit right there, who scored earlier in the 1st quarter, trying to get him in space. Like we talked about, their receivers, they're all their wideouts and running backs. Those guys got some unbelievable speed, and they do a great job of trying to get separation. But I tip my hat to Fisher right there. That was a great one-on-one coverage.
Single coverage, no help over the top here, and you made a great job of just staying in stride for stride, and knocks it away here, 2nd down. And now credit again will come out, and that'll put Jackson Tarver on him. And there's Al-Beldadi again.
Got to get to him.
There's a late flag. There's a holding. And let's see if, don't give up, Sherman, don't give up. And he throws it. There you go. I love it. And that's going to eat some clock up, but that's going to march them back there, and there should be a holding on the Franklin Parish Patriots.
Yeah, great job right there. Again, hey, he had time. He just got out the box. But, man, you look at Sherman, you got Mojave, you got Chase, you got AJ, all those guys finding a way. Sajavian, they found a way to flush him out the pocket. He didn't have a chance to throw the ball down the field. Whoa.
Is that illegal hands to the face?
Wow.
My goodness.
Maybe I was looking at the wrong guy. I thought I saw Holden right there on the edge by number 55, but I guess not.
So that'll be against Tioga as Sherman comes off the field here for a break. It'll be, that's going to be enough for a first down for Franklin Parish here with 27 seconds left here in this second quarter. 41-14. Franklin Parish on top of your Tioga Indians. Here we go, 1st and 10. Ellis throws, intended for number 4, and they're going to call pass interference on Mohammed Abdelhadi.
Yeah, that's unfortunate right there. Great. I thought pass coverage right there on for the Indians.
Yeah, Mo's throwing his hands up. It's like, I don't know what I did. I don't think I held him. But that's exactly what it's going to be. They're looking to see where the line of scrimmage. Holding against Tioga. That's going to be on Mohammed. I guarantee you, saying he was held. Holding the receiver here. That's going to move the chains back down. It'll be a first down for Franklin Parish here with 24 seconds left here in this second quarter. Ellis in the shotgun here. First down, Franklin Parish Patriots. Ellis get full blitzed, screen pass untouched into the end zone. Touchdown, Franklin Parish. Great play call right there on the full out blitz, calling a little screen pass, and that's a touchdown for the Patriots.
Yeah, great call right there on the goal line as the, again, great call, and we were all out blitz right there, and they were able to dump it right behind our defensive line to get the 6 points.
Kicking for the extra point again for Franklin Parish. Wiggers is the kicker for Franklin Parish. They say he set the season PAT record this year, and he just added to it earlier in the game, and he adds to it right there, and the extra point is good. 19 seconds left here in the second quarter, 48-14. Franklin Parish on top. We'll take a break. We'll be right back here on 446 Sports.
When it comes to celebrating big moments, BK Distributors has you covered. From eye-catching fathead decals and senior banners to custom cutouts that bring your favorite faces to life, we help make memories larger than life. Cheer loud and proud with hand fans and personalized signs, or honor achievements with awards and trophies that shine just as bright as the people who earn them. Whether it's for your school, your team, your business, or your community, BK Distributors delivers quality, creativity, and service you can trust. BK Distributors, where every moment deserves to stand out.
We've all seen how quickly things can change. Everything from the world around us to the cost of things we use on a daily basis. That's why we all need someone in our corner to keep our family protected while still watching out.
Welcome back, everybody. Here, 19 seconds left here in this second quarter. 48-14. Franklin Parish on top of your Tioga Indians. As we go here for the kickoff. And they kick it off to Kervin Johnson at the 12-yard line. Kervin crosses the 20 and just steps out of bounds around that 22-yard line. And is that Tucker Landry with a pancake right around that 44-yard line.
Just 13 seconds left in the first half.
Got to make sure Tucker's okay right there as he's slow to get up. But again, you got to tip your hats to these seniors. There's no quitting them. But again, this score is not in rendition of how these Indians have played all year. And hey, just one of those nights where you just tip your hat to the other team right now. Here's the question. What do you do with 13 seconds left to go in the second quarter? What do you do at halftime to come back out and respond to somebody putting 48 points on you?
Here we go. Tioga offense at the 21-yard line, we'll say. Case Malone in the shotgun. And Tioga got 13 seconds to see if they could do something here. As Case with a quick throw to Kervin Johnson to the outside. Kervin breaks one tackle, but then steps out of bounds. Stops the clock here with 9 seconds left. Gets no gain on the catch. It's going to bring up second down.
Yeah, I think they're playing a little cat and mouse right here. If I'm coach, yeah, so they finally backed off. Well, they're going to press him again.
Double move?
Yeah, double move on him. If you want to play that close and do that, of course, now the safety's over the top.
Yeah, he don't want nothing over the head here,
Yeah.
but I agree with you that it's time to set that up at least for a little bit later on in the ball game as they're breaking on these routes. Case Malone steps up. Case hit around the 24-yard line. And that's going to be the end of the first half, ladies and gentlemen. Your score, 48-14, Franklin Parish on top of your Tioga Indians. It's halftime, and we'll be back getting ready for the start of the third quarter here on 446 Sports.
When life's got you stuck, or your vehicle just won't go, National Transmission has you covered. Whether you need a manufactured or brand new transmission, our expert team will get you shifting gears and back on the road in no time. Foreign or domestic, cars, trucks, or SUVs, if you've got a transmission, we've got the solution. Don't let a breakdown break your day. Drive with confidence. Drive with National Transmission. Call now or visit nationaltransmission.com. National Transmission. We get you moving. Looking for auto service you can trust right here in Sinlaw? Come to National Tire and Auto, your locally owned tire and repair experts with 2 convenient locations. We're proud to serve our community, not just with quality auto care, but by giving back and treating every customer like family. From tires and oil changes to brakes and engine work, we've got you covered. National Tire and Auto, locally owned, community driven, customer focused. When other dealers judge your past, National Autoplex is here to drive you into your future. We're Sinlaw's only no-credit check lease-to-own dealer, where bankruptcy, bad credit, or no credit is no problem. At National Autoplex, we believe in second chances and fresh starts. If you've got income, you've got options. Come see why more drivers are choosing National Autoplex, where you're more than a credit score. Visit us today or apply online at nationalautoplex.com. National Autoplex. Your ride, your future, your way. Looking for expert glass repair, tinting, or top-notch service? Look no further than Fast Glass. Your local favorite for years, now proud to be part of the National Automotive Group family. Same trusted team, same unbeatable service, now backed by the power and support of National Automotive. Whether it's a chip, a crack, or a complete tint job, Fast Glass gets it done right and gets it done fast. Stop by today or call us at 318-FAST-GLASS. Clear choice, fast results. When other dealers judge your past, National Autoplex is here to drive you into your future. We're Sinlaw's only no-credit check lease-to-own dealer, where bankruptcy, bad credit, or no credit is no problem. At National Autoplex, we believe in second chances and fresh starts. If you've got income, you've got options. Come see why more drivers are choosing National Autoplex, where you're more than a credit score. Visit us today or apply online at nationalautoplex.com. National Autoplex. Your ride, your future, your way. Looking for auto service you can trust Right here in Sinlaw? Come to National Tire and Auto, your locally owned tire and repair experts with 2 convenient locations. We're proud to serve our community, not just with quality auto care, but by giving back and treating every customer like family. From tires and oil changes to brakes and engine work, we've got you covered. National Tire and Auto, locally owned, community driven, customer focused. When life's got you stuck or your vehicle just won't go, National Transmission has you covered. Whether you need a manufactured or brand new transmission, our expert team will get you shifting gears and back on the road in no time. Foreign or domestic, cars, trucks, or SUVs, if you've got a transmission, we've got the solution. Don't let a breakdown break your day. Drive with confidence. Drive with National Transmission. Call now or visit nationaltransmission.com. National Transmission. We get you moving. Looking for expert glass repair, tinting, or top-notch service? Look no further than Fast Glass. Your local favorite for years, now proud to be part of the National Automotive Group family. Same trusted team, same unbeatable service, now backed by the power and support of National Automotive. Whether it's a chip, a crack, or a complete tint job, Fast Glass gets it done right and gets it done fast. Stop by today or call us at 318 Fast Glass. Clear choice, fast results. At Alexandria Solutions, we believe every strong community starts with healthy minds and healthy families. That's why we're proud to stand alongside Tioga High School as a corporate sponsor. We're here to support the Tioga Indians from the classroom to the playing field, because when students succeed, our whole community thrives. At Alexandria Solutions, we provide compassionate care for mental health and addiction. No referral is needed to make an appointment, and we accept most insurances, because getting help should be simple. Alexandria Solutions, proud to support the Tioga Indians and proud to serve our community. Go Indians! Tonight's game is brought to you in part by your local convenience stores, where friendly faces, cold drinks, hot snacks, and everything you need are just around the corner. For a quick stop before the big game, your hometown convenience stores are always ready, always here for you. Swing by today, and remember, support local, shop local. Highway 2080 Chevron, King Stop, Fuel Plus, Ball Chevron, and Cougar Stop. At Woodman Life, we believe in standing strong for our communities because together we can build a brighter future. From supporting local schools with resources and scholarships to sponsoring programs that give children the tools they need to succeed, Woodman Life is proud to invest in the next generation. Our members live, work, and serve right here in your hometown, volunteering and making a difference where it matters most. When you see Woodman Life, you see neighbors helping neighbors and a promise to keep giving back. Woodman Life, standing strong for community, standing strong for you.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. As the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $6,000.
Find a dealer near you at LouisianaKubotaDealers.com.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
ugh, come on.
Seriously? This is so extra.
But what you could say is,
like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
Here's an important message for everyone in Central Louisiana experiencing changes in their vision. If you've met this year's Medicare deductible and are experiencing vision changes due to cataracts, then right now is the best and most affordable time to schedule your procedure with the cataract team at Wallace Eye Associates. A new year means a new deductible, so when it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Firehouse Subs just partnered with Hot Ones to create 2 new hook and ladder subs.
One with pickles marinated in Last Dab Reaper sauce to test yourself.
And a milder one with crispy garlic chips if tests aren't really your thing.
Find out how hot you like it for a limited time at Firehouse Subs.
When it comes to celebrating big moments, BK Distributors has you covered. From eye-catching fathead decals and senior banners to custom cutouts that bring your favorite faces to life, we help make memories larger than life. Cheer loud and proud with hand fans and personalized signs, or honor achievements with awards and trophies that shine just as bright as the people who earn them. Whether it's for your school, your team, your business, or your community, BK Distributors delivers quality, creativity, and service you can trust. BK Distributors, where every moment deserves to stand out.
We've all seen how quickly things can change. Everything from the world around us to the cost of things we use on a daily basis. That's why we all need someone in our corner to keep our family protected while still watching out for our pocketbook. I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. There's no better time than now to complete an insurance review to make sure you're properly covered and not paying too much. Whether it's in our office, at your home, or your place of business, let us help you find peace of mind. If you're in need of your insurance check,
discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other. Our Links-style design sets the stage for an exciting and unique adventure. 5 distinct tee boxes cater to every skill level, ensuring a game that's perfect for you. And when you're ready to refuel, head to Becky's Bunker Club for dining with a view. And gear up in our pro shop, ready to elevate your golfing experience? Tee off at Links on the Bayou today. Links on the Bayou, redefining the way you enjoy golf.
home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
Here's an important message for everyone in Central Louisiana experiencing changes in their vision. If you've met this year's Medicare deductible and are experiencing vision changes due to cataracts, then right now is the best and most affordable time to schedule your procedure with the cataract team at Wallace Eye Associates. A new year means a new deductible, so when it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Firehouse Subs just partnered with Hot Ones to create 2 new hook and ladder subs.
One with pickles marinated in last dab Reaper sauce to test yourself.
And a milder one with crispy garlic chips if tests aren't really your thing.
Find out how hot you like it for a limited time at Firehouse Subs.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by your local convenience stores, where friendly faces, cold drinks, hot snacks, and everything you need are just around the corner. For a quick stop before the big game, your hometown convenience stores are always ready, always here for you. Swing by today, and remember, support local, shop local.
Welcome back, everybody, here as we get ready to kick off the second half here at Franklin Parish High School here in Winsboro, Louisiana. Franklin Parish 48, your Tioga Indians 14 here as we get ready for third quarter action. Not what the expectation is by the Tioga faithful, but adjustments will be made at halftime, and let's hope to see some better football on our Tioga. Just a lot of things going away. And again, this Franklin Parish team has lived up to the hype. Knew how good they were. A lot of D1 athletes on this team, but so does Tioga. And let's see, hopefully third quarter action, we can get some stuff going here. But it's 48-14, Franklin Parish on top of your Tioga Indians.
Well, and, you know, we were just talking about it, and this is the thing. You got to tip your hat to Franklin Parish and what they've been able to do. And they've got a great coaching staff over there as well to be able to play against some of the teams they've played against and the scores that they've had. Again, 33-30 against Calvary. And they made adjustments. They were in that game right till the end. And then Ouachita, they let that game kind of get out of hand. But for the most part, they've been averaging about 50 to 55 points a game. And same thing as your Indians. But again, speed is a difference on this field tonight so far. And we'll see what adjustments, like you said, what adjustments will be made. But again, you're 8-1 for a reason.
That's right.
So, it's not always going to go your way. So, again, if you're a true Tioga Indian fan, you got to understand that these games are going to happen. This is going to happen. So, again, these guys are going to want to come out here and fight the second half. So, you got to bear with them and tip your hat for what these Indians and these guys. I love what you said earlier, Billy, halftime. Hey, if you'd said at the beginning of the season, hey, we're going to be 8-1 going into week 10, anybody would have wanted that compared to the season that you went through last year. So, again, very proud of what these guys have accomplished. Got a lot of football left tonight.
Absolutely.
And you got the playoffs next week. So what kind of adjustments are we going to make?
Absolutely. If you know anything about football, you know that there's sometimes games are like this and things happen and nothing's falling your way, kind of come out a little flat. And, again, especially if you're at somebody else's house here on senior night, they motivate. This is a big atmosphere as Ethan Bridges kicks it off, and it's fair caught at the 35-yard line, we'll say. It depends on where they spot that here. But we're getting ready here for second half action here. Again, not the way you wanted to start off the first half by any means, giving up 48 points in that first half. But if you've watched any game, now if you just started watching tonight, it's probably not what you expected, but this is not the same team it's been all season long. It's just things happen. It's football, man. I've seen some comments on the comments thing. I'm not too thrilled about a lot of that kind of stuff. I can tell there's a couple people that run their mouth on that comment page that has not watched the game all year. That all of a sudden they're going to have some of them former players that they didn't have very good games either. So we'll just roll it like that. We'll call it as that here as we get ready to start this third quarter action. As Franklin Parish hands the ball off right up the middle, and a great job by Kenny Ponche. And there's some fire by that defensive front of your Tioga Indians, led by Cohen Henry and Kenny Ponche. Second down.
Again, we're going to talk about this defense and what they've been able to do all year. They've been able to make adjustments all year long. And, again, you got to believe Coach Mooter, Coach Thompson, Coach Pressure, they're going to make a trip. Coach Tripp and them, they're going to make adjustments. But, again, this defense has been solid all year long. So don't take anything away from this defense. Again, this coach does a great job. Coaching staff of Franklin Parish does a great job. But we're going to see what happens this half.
Absolutely. A lot of Division I athletes on that team. But this game is not over, and that's another good job by that defensive front. That's the Javion champion with a tackle at the 40-yard line. Again, this game is not over. 48-14 here, just starting this third quarter. Tioga can make a big stop here and try to get some momentum back on their side here. Again, 8-1 coming into this ball game. You don't fall into an 8-1 record, just like this Franklin Parish team comes in 7-2, and the only two losses were against two big 5A schools. Both of these teams have earned their records, have earned the hype, and let's see what happens here in this second half as Tioga's trying to force a punt here. Third down now for Franklin Parish. Ellis throws it to the left side and caught. And that's going to be just enough. It looks like that's going to be a pickup of about a yard extra there, and it should be a first down, Franklin Parish.
Well, it's they're going to give him the first down. Again, when you think about, offensively, we've had 2 interceptions, 1 for a touchdown. But again, Case has thrown 2 interceptions all season. He's thrown 2 tonight. Those things are going to happen. So again, it's how you respond in the second half. And again, I love what talking with Coach Mooder briefly. They're just making adjustments. There's no need to holler and scream and do all the things. These guys know what what the expectations are.
There again, that young man leaves his feet. and gets positive yards there. That scares me, though. Anytime someone leaves their feet there, I don't want to see anybody get hit and get hurt by any means here. Second down, pickup of about 6 yards. We'll say 5 yards, so 2nd and 5 for Franklin Parish.
Yeah, that's Martin again trying to leave his feet. Again, there's no doubt this team right here, Franklin Parish, they're going to have a deep run in the playoffs. Don't be surprised you don't see them in the Dome in December. So, again, a great team right here that Tioga's up against tonight.
Yeah, they're in that non-select, and we're in the select, so we would not see them again. And he falls forward, lowers the shoulder. My goodness, what a carry right there by that young man into the end zone. Touchdown, Franklin Parish, and that was all him.
Yep, great job right there by Martin. Lowered his shoulder, ran right over Tarver right there, Jackson Tarver, and off to the races again. These guys have done a great job offensively, and been able to make some really good plays. And, man, he just has a different gear once he gets through that line of scrimmage. And,
lowered the shoulder, and then
yes,
normally when you hit someone that hard, you kind of fall forward. He just kind of balanced himself back out and ran into the end zone, so a touchdown. And here is the extra point from the kicker for Franklin Parish. And we got a substitution coming into the ball game.
64-48 ball game last year, so you knew there was going to be a lot of points scored tonight.
Absolutely. Here we go. Here comes the snap. High kick is up, and kick is good. 9:27 left here in this third quarter. Franklin Parish strikes again, 55-14. We're going to take a quick break. Come right back here on 446 Sports.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by your local convenience stores, where friendly faces, cold drinks, hot snacks, and everything you need are just around the corner. For a quick stop before the big game, your hometown convenience stores are always ready, always here for you. Swing by today, and remember, support local, shop local. Highway 2080 Chevron, King Stop, Fuel Plus, Ball Chevron, and Cougar Stop.
At Woodman Life, we believe in standing strong for our communities because together,
Welcome back, everybody, here. 9 minutes, 27 seconds left here in the third quarter. Franklin Parish strikes again, 55-14 over your Tioga Indians with the big run by Martin for the touchdown. And Franklin Parish will kick the ball off. Back deep is David Garrett, Jackson Tarver, and looks like Angelo Shelton. Up man is Christian Isles and Cohen Henry with Brady Saldana in the middle. And they're going to kick it to Tarver. Tarver at the 12-yard line. Tarver gets a little seam, goes to the outside. Good move right there by Jackson Tarver. Good job by Christian Isles by not allowing the block in the back. Kind of lets go, and that's a good spark plug right there by the Tioga Indians special team. Jackson Tarver's going to bring up first down here for your Tioga Indians.
Great return right there by Tarver. Found the seam on the outside and was able to turn that corner. Again, something we've seen all year long, and you get a result right there on the special teams. Gives the offense great field possession at the 37-yard line to start their first drive of the second half with 9:19 to go, 58-14. Patriots up over the Indians. The Indians are going to drive down here, see if they can get some points on the board.
Case Malone in the shotgun. Receiver top of your screen. That's Kervin Johnson. Angelo Shelton at the bottom. Isles goes in motion. Case steps up in the pocket to Christian Isles and intercepted by the defense. And just a hair underthrown here. That's a heck of an interception right there by number 22 for Franklin Parish.
Yeah, that's a great job right there by number 22. Not sure that young man's name. I've got not that number 22. Might have been Peyton Milton. He's a freshman.
That's a heck of a play.
Heck of a play right there by him. Little curl rail concept in motion with Isles. Underthrew just a little bit. And turnover right there. Again, third interception of the night for Case.
He threw three, but one of them got called back.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
So it's only
two.
the second one statistically right there.
Yeah,
but
two.
Still.
Again, uncharacteristic of Case. And again, hey, we said this too. Get all this out tonight and be ready to roll in the playoffs next week.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's not going to change. We're definitely going to be in that playoff bracket here. We'll find that out Sunday what our official seeding will be. Everything will be, whether win or lose, it doesn't matter. We'll find that out Sunday. As Ellis is in the shotgun, he's going to drop back looking to throw. Nowhere to go. breaking tackles, but can't quite get out. Chase Thomas, the JV champion, in with the sack, and that's the first sack of the night for that defensive front.
That's a great job by those guys fighting. A.J. Adams actually bear crawling on the ground. You got Fall out there trying to get some pressure, but a great job right there. Sherman in there. Hey, 4 guys, fighting, doing everything they can, and this is what they've done all year long. They've fought hard. So kudos to those 4 young men for fighting right there to find a way to get a sack.
Again, playoffs will be announced Sunday. Tioga is in the select, and those of you that might not know what a select, non-select, select is basically open enrollment. Everybody in open enrollment, you can, it's not, the word is not recruiting, but kids can transfer over and type of stuff. So Franklin Parish does not have open enrollment, but Tioga does. That's why Ash and Tioga are in the same division in the playoffs this year. Now next year, because of the students, how many students Tioga has, they'll be in select, but they'll be in Division 2. So they'll drop down to 2. That's why this year they're Division 1, and they will be in the playoffs with like Ash, Pineville, Edna Carr, a lot of these older, bigger schools. But that will change next year. But again, this year we are in the select. So hopefully that answered any questions that you had. That's why Franklin Parish is in the non-select, so we will not see them in the playoff, even though they are in our district. So hopefully that answered that question. Third down here now for the Franklin Parish Patriots. 8 minutes, 17 seconds left here in this third quarter. Throw over the middle.
Hit the ground.
Yep, incomplete. Trayshawn Fisher in on the coverage, but he was open. He had a step there, and that young man seems to be maybe hurt himself. So
that's a credit right there. The senior, who looks like it looks like he hurt his shoulder or his hand, something. He's in a lot of pain right there. Hate to see that young man go down. He's one of those Division I guys they're looking at, 5'8", 160-pound seniors. Got 8 TDs on the season. Unbelievable speed. He's a 4'3" guy, legit 4'3" guy for the Patriots as he's down on a knee.
So we'll take a break here while they're checking on that young man. 8 minutes, 13 seconds left here in the third quarter. 55-14, Franklin Parish on top of Tioga. We're going to take a break right here on 446 Sports. Welcome back, everybody, here. 8:13 left in this third quarter, 55-14. Fourth down, and they're going to be the first punt of the night here in the third quarter. So good job defense of Tioga making a stop there. Back deep is, and they're going to fake it.
Wow.
They're going to fake it, and he jumps over the defender and gets the first down.
Nice lead by number 3, Traylon
Martin, again, with his third time of leaving his feet like that, and that's going to be a first down for Franklin Parish. And a little trickery, little wrinkle right there by the Patriots.
Very interesting there. Very interesting call. But again, these guys are going to play all out, and you got to tip your hat to Martin right there, leaving his feet to make sure he got that first down to move the chains.
Absolutely. Got to stop him. Got to stop him here. 7:42 left here in this third quarter. 55-14. Franklin Parish on top of our Tioga Indians. Ellis looking to throw, and he does. Boy, look at that spiral. And throws it out of bounds. Trayshawn Fisher with great coverage there on the bottom of your screen. Incomplete, brings up second down.
Yeah, they did a little read option right there. Read option pass, that RPO that a lot of teams run, especially teams like, that have these guys that can go out there and chunk it like Ellis can. That young man's got a strong arm, and, he's going to LSU. Not sure what role he's going to have at LSU, if he's not going to be a receiver or whatever he's going to do with the amount of quarterbacks LSU has already picked up and that are going. The kid from Evangel, the Boo guy from Evangel, going to go in as a quarterback as well.
Hand the ball off at the middle, roll to the right side here. Cohen Henry, A.J. Adams, and Kenny Ponches, the JV champion, in on the tackle. 7:17 left here in this third quarter, 55-14. Your Tioga Indians are trailing the Franklin Parish Patriots. Love to see this no give up right here by this defense. Still pushing, trying to make tackles, trying to make something happen, even if you're down big here got to leave on a note. You know, you got to still set the tone here. Got to have momentum going into the playoffs. Hadn't been our night thus far, but that doesn't mean you shut it down and give up by any means. Ellis throws that little screen pass to the outside. And good hit right there by Garrett. And only a pickup of a couple yards is going to bring up 4th down and about 2.
Yeah, I think they're going to leave the offense on this time. No punt formation. They're going to leave the offense on the field since they're at Tioga's 47-yard line, 4th and 3.
Absolutely.
A wholesale of changes right there.
So this Tioga defense can make a big stop here on 4th and short. Fogelman comes into the ball game. Garrett comes out for your Indians. Carey falls forward. That's going to be enough for the first down, even though the forward progress will get them to the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 now for Franklin Parish. O'Neal with the carry for the Patriots. 5:52 left here as they set the chains. 55-14, your Tioga Indians trail Franklin Parish. The Patriots here in Winsboro, Louisiana. Weather-wise, a great night.
Got some cold weather coming next week.
Got cold weather coming next week. There'll be some good old high school football weather as we get ready for the playoffs this week, coming up next week. Hopefully we'll be sitting at home watching the first round. We'll have that bye. And handoff again, and he leaves his feet again. I wonder if he's done that all season long, because that's, it scares me. But he's a heck of a lot better football player than I am, so he knows what he's doing, I guess.
Yeah, he's trying to get over, tiptoe over his linemen as they like to cut block on those when they get in that heavy set there that they keep getting in with those 2 H-backs to one side.
2nd and 9 here for the Patriots, and that's going to be I think the first false start of the night I've seen on the Patriots. Very well-disciplined team. You can tell they're well coached as well, and that'll back him up 5 yards and replay 2nd down.
Yes, they're going to bring back in their regular package on offense, and we're going to bring back our regular package on defense. So good. Adjustments as you go along. Timeout's been called.
I like to see the positivity in the chat here saying, yeah, Tioga still got this. We can still win this ball game. Absolutely, as they're having an issue with the clock here.
Wow.
Hey, if there's a clock issue, we just have to restart the game from the beginning. No, they're going to fix that here in just a minute. As, again, we'll take a break until we find out what's going on. Just a clock issue right now, but we're going to take it. It's 55-14. Oh, look, as soon as I say that, it looks like they fixed it here, so we'll keep it here as well. Again, 55-14, Franklin Parish on top of Tioga. 2nd and about 14 here in Winsboro, Louisiana. Again, this is 446 Sports, home of your Tioga Indians football every week here. Again, we're waiting to find out Sunday on the playoff brackets. They'll announce that Sunday, normally around noon. They normally do that here. Find out whether we'll have a bye the first week. And if you have a bye the first week, you'll have a 2nd round home game. Or if we're playing week 1, we'll definitely have a home game no matter what, though. So, again, we're trying to check things out.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think right now we were at 7. So if we drop to 10, again, I think you still, I think it's still a.
Yeah, Coach, I really don't see us falling past 8, to be honest. And we don't want 8. Don't get me wrong. We want to stay where we're at. We're 7 or move up. But 8 possibly will have Ed in the car in the 3rd round. But according to the power, I don't think we fall past 7, possibly maybe to 8. As Ellis looks to throw over the middle. And great coverage by Trayshawn Fisher there. Good job. Is going to bring up 3rd down. And we'll talk maybe a little bit about this later on as well. But, again, that 7 spot will end up having a bye the first round. Top 8 get a bye in the playoffs in this division and select.
Yep.
The way it is. Top 24 make the playoffs. Top 8 get a bye. So it'll be 9 versus 24, 10 versus 23, and so forth, so on. And then it'll be 1 versus 8 or 9 and so forth, in that 3rd round. So you don't want, the reason we don't want 8, we want to try to avoid Ed in the car until that, a little bit later on in the playoffs. but you play whoever steps up into theirs. Ellis ran and look at Wesley Sherman. Wesley Sherman, oh my goodness, almost wraps him up. And then still on his feet all the way to the 35-yard line. And he looks like he's possibly a little banged up there on that play as Ellis. And it's going to be a injury timeout here. We're going to take a break, and we'll come right back. 4 minutes, 22 seconds left here in the third quarter. 55-14. Franklin Parish on top of Tioga. We'll be right back.
At Alexandria Solutions, we believe every strong community starts with healthy minds and healthy families. That's why we're proud to stand alongside Tioga High School as a corporate sponsor. We're here to support the Tioga Indians from the classroom to the playing field, because when students succeed, our whole community thrives. At Alexandria Solutions, we provide compassionate care for mental health and addiction. No referral is needed to make an appointment, and we accept most insurances, because getting help should be simple. Alexandria Solutions, proud to support the Tioga Indians and proud to serve our community. Go Indians!
At Woodman Life, we believe in standing strong for our communities because together we can build a brighter future. From supporting local schools,
Welcome back, everybody, here. 4 minutes, 14 seconds left here in the third quarter. 55-14, Franklin Parish on top of your Tioga Indians. Ellis, the quarterback, seemed to mess up, maybe tweak his ankle or whatever. He's off the field right now. It's fourth down for Franklin Parish. Number 10 is into the ball game now, and there's Champion with the throw, and they just dump it off. Tackle made at the 29. Let's see where they spot it. That's going to be really close, Coach, on a first down. That's going to be right at the sticks.
I think they need to get a measurement here. It's that close. I'm not sure. Yeah, they giving them the first. They're not even measuring.
My goodness. It looked like they were on the 31-yard line at first, and then they moved over just a hair to get to the 30. So that's a first down. That looked a little. I mean, I'm not saying they didn't have a first down, but you got to at least measure that, you know.
We don't even. I have yet to see an officiating crew all year measure anything that's close.
Ellis comes back into the ball game now for Franklin Parish. First and 10 now for the Patriots with 3:35 left here in this third quarter. That's going to be against Franklin Parish. They're going to back him up and replay first down. 3:30 left here in the third quarter. Appreciate everybody tuned in, watching on YouTube. Again, we'll have every Tioga game all season long, whether it's regular season, playoffs, and everything. Stay tuned after the ball game. We'll have our 446 Sports Player of the Game, our Express Employment Professional Lineman of the Game, and our Southern Air Cool Play. And look at that young man just breaking tackles, finally brought down by Kenny Ponche with Trayshawn Fisher, first man there. 3:19 left here in this third quarter as Cohen comes off the game, off the field here to get a break, get his helmet fixed as Brady Saldana comes into the game, the freshman linebacker. He'll be the starting Mike back next year for this Tioga defense.
Yeah, you know, you give it to these seniors here that are still on this field playing tonight. You know, again, playoffs start next week, and you know, you look at Franklin Parish, they have all their starters still on the field, even though they're up by over 30 points, or 41, actually 41. Yeah. You know, the thing is, they're going to continue to fight, and that's what you got to love about high school football.
Absolutely. Another flag on the field. I think that's going to be on Tioga. Yep, encroachment on the defense.
Offsides called against Tioga.
So that 5-yard penalty that we just had goes right back Get back to the back to where the spot was, and the second down. 2:45 left here as the clock continues to run here. 55-14. Ellis throws. Trayshawn Fisher, and that could have been offensive pass interference. That was a little push off there, but no call, so it's third down. We'll try to get everybody an update on that Alexandria-Neville game as the Band of Indians get back into the stands after their union break and lunch. They tore up that concession stand over there. Here we go. Third down for the Patriots. And they hand it off, and he cuts back up the middle, breaking tackles. Kenny Ponche there. Jeremiah Hunter. And it's the Javion Champion making that tackle all the way back to the 10-yard line. That'll move the chains and be enough for a Patriots first down.
Great job right there by McNeil. Again, all night long they've been able to get to that edge there. Actually, not McNeil, that's Martin. They've been able to get to that corner and again, they've made adjustments all night long. They've checked at the line of scrimmage like everybody else has done to us all season. And they've been able to dial up the right calls on these adjustments.
Yeah, when we send a full-out blitz, they have a screen pass, called, and it's been very, very good play calling here tonight as Ellis hands the ball off, cuts back up the middle, and Jackson Tarver with the tackle. It's going to bring up, I want to say it's going to bring up second and about maybe 2 here, and they can get a first down right at that 1-yard line. 31-7, Neville on top of Alexandria Senior High right now. As that game, that'll possibly be a for the district championship too.
That is for the district championship.
Neville wins that, yep. So 1 minute 44 seconds left here in the third quarter. 55-14 as Wesley Sherman comes back into the ball game for Tioga. As Franklin Parish will eat up some of the clock here with 9 seconds left on the play clock. Ellis into the ball game, still in the shotgun. The LSU signee, and he hands it off. And what a beautiful move. Still moving them feet, churning into the end zone. And that should be a touchdown, and it is. Touchdown, Franklin Parish. And the helmet comes off for a Patriot, but he grabs it, and that will extend the lead here with 1 minute 16 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's 61-14, pending this extra point for Franklin Parish. And that will have the clock running full time once the extra point is done and the kickoff is gone. And the kick is blocked by Tarver. And so no good on the extra point. 1 minute, 16 seconds left here in the third quarter, 61-14. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back here on 446 Sports. Welcome back, everybody, here to Franklin Parish High School in Winsboro, Louisiana. 61-14, Franklin Parish on top of Tioga here with 1 minute 16 seconds left here in the third quarter as the touchdown is scored, and they're going to be kicking off here at the 40-yard line. Back deep looks to be Jackson Tarver, David Garrett for your Indians. As the Band of Indians still trying to make some noise, trying to get some motivation here for this Tioga Indians team. Week 10 here, Tioga comes in 8-1, Franklin Parish 7-2, and it's been Franklin Parish all night long. Living up to the hype here. And there is the kick. And they're going to kick it straight out of bounds.
Well, that says the tale right there. You know, they're up by 46 points, and you're still not kicking it deep. So, again, a lot of respect on both sides of this field. Even though you're up by 46, you still don't want to kick it to anybody deep for Tioga, so they can't return it. So, again, two well-coached teams. You know, again, it's a lopsided score. You definitely wasn't expecting that from either side, and just didn't go Tioga's way tonight. As we get ready to start the fourth quarter, be running clock for the remainder of the game. But again, you want to get out of this game healthy and see where your fate falls. In the you're in control of everything, all night long tonight. So we'll see what happens moving on.
And Malone hands it off to Ponche. Ponche cuts back to the left side, up the middle, and still running hard as Kenny Ponche picks up about 7 yards. It's going to bring up second down for the Indians as the clock will run out here on the third quarter. And that will be the end of the third quarter with your score. Franklin Parish, 61. Your Tioga Indians, 14. We're going to take a break. We'll come back here. Fourth quarter action on 446 Sports.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out.
Welcome back, everybody, here as we start the fourth quarter here. Franklin Parish on top, 61-14, and you're got one more quarter left here for your Tioga Indians, and your goal here is to just get out of this game healthy and get ready for the playoffs and get ready, reset, rejuvenate there, and get ready to go. As Kenny Ponche with a beautiful carry. Look at Kenny go, leaps his feet. Following that Bryson Fall block there, and that's going to be enough to move the chains, and that'll be a Tioga Indians first down.
Yeah, great job right there by Kenny to get outside that little tall sweep that everybody loves to run. And again, they're having some clock issues. The clock hadn't even started for the fourth quarter, still showing 12 minutes to go. So,
yeah, I'm sure they're talking to the clock operator right now, trying to get that down here. 61-14. Franklin Parish on top of Tioga. Again, this is the final regular season game for both of these teams here as we await playoff brackets here Sunday. And both of these teams should have at least, if not both byes the first week and home game second week. Both teams should definitely at least have home games here, as we'll stay tuned and we'll let you know again what is the outcome for next week. Here we go, 1st and 10. And the clock still hasn't started. I don't know. We're going to wait on the snap here.
I think he just said it's going to be the back judge that they're going to look at.
Here we go. Kenny Ponche with the carry. Picks up about 2 yards. And it's going to bring up second down. Again, if we do have, let me let everybody know here a little, stay tuned here for the reservation roundup Thursday night. If we have a bye, we will not have the reservation roundup show on Thursday night. We will have it the following Thursday night to get ready for the ball game. If Tioga does play round one, as Case Malone hands the ball off to Kenny. Kenny with a beautiful carry. Kenny Ponche breaks it back up the middle. And still running hard as Kenny Ponche all the way down to the 24-yard line. First down, Tioga. But if Tioga does play round one of the playoffs, we will have the show Thursday night at Quibidos for the reservation roundup. So just stay tuned there for that. We won't know that until Sunday with the brackets going on here. So as soon as we find that out, we'll let you know. Of course, we'll post that as well. So stay tuned. If you have any questions, you feel free to reach out to us, and we'll try to help it up best that we can. Malone tosses it to Jackson Tarver. Tarver to the left side. Tarver breaking tackles. Tarver steps out of bounds just short of the goal line. It'll be 1st and goal to go at the 1-yard line for the Indians.
Great job right there by Tarver to get outside again. Franklin Parish, of course, they've got their second group in there right now, but Hey, running the ball, the fact that we're actually running the ball, tip your hats to Coach Landry and them. We're going to continue to work on what we need to work on to get ourselves ready offensively. So running the ball, very impressive right here by these Indians.
First and goal here as they hand it off to Kenny Ponche. Ponche into the end zone. Touchdown, Tioga Indians. Touchdown, Kenny Ponche.
Good job right there by Kenny to run that ball right up the middle. You know, the thing about the playoffs, Billy, you never know, and the reason people always ask, well, why do they wait till Sunday to send out the brackets? After Friday's game, you still have some teams out of the New Orleans area that actually play on Saturday evening. Plus, you also have to deal with forfeits in any games that have to be adjusted. The LHSA takes them quite a while to get that done. They'll start working on Saturday with that. But any forfeits or any games that are contested wins. A few years ago, Acadiana had to forfeit all their first non-district games.
Christian Isles with the bobble snap, lowers the shoulder, breaks the plane, and Christian Isles makes a play out of no play. And a heck of a play by Christian Isles to just deal with what he had to deal with.
But again, what I was saying, the example that I'm giving is a few years ago, Acadiana, when they went on that long run of state championships, they were number 1, 10-0. They had to forfeit 5 of their non-district games. Ended the season 5-5. Didn't find out till Sunday morning that they would have to forfeit them. They got the 32 seed back before it was select. Ended up running the table, winning the state championship.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's awesome. You know, that's high school football at its best right there. You never know. But like you said, though, there are some teams that might see their matchup and know that they're going to get, and they're like, no, I'm good. We're going to forfeit. We're not going to play because they don't want to go like maybe to New Orleans or something like that. So that's why they do wait till Sunday. And so appreciate that information, Coach. And, again, playoffs a fun time of the year. You bust your butt all year long to get into that playoffs. And good, you know, that's just the way it works. Of course, Ponche with the touchdown score. Christian Isles with the 2-point conversion now as Ethan Bridges gets ready to kick the ball off for your Indians. And there is the kick. It's going to be kicked deep and fielded. Fair caught at the 4-yard line, and that's
wow.
Here we go. Again, we'll take a break. We'll come right back here. 61-22, Franklin Parish on top of Tioga. Fourth quarter, we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Britney Spears playing in the speakers. Fourth quarter action here, 61-22. Franklin Parish on top of Tioga as their second string starters. Second string comes in to start for Franklin Parish. And we've got a flag on the play back at the 35-yard line.
The Whitehead just walked in there, just picked it up, moved it back to the 2, and said, here we go.
Didn't even tell us what it is. It's like, let's roll with it. Here we go. Franklin Parish in their own end zone here. Number 10 is in quarterback for at quarterback for Franklin Parish as they hand the ball off. Breaking a few tackles there and finally brought down. Tackle made by Jackson Tarver as A.J. Adams comes back into the ball game for your Indians here. Do not know the clock right now, ladies and gentlemen. There is an issue with the clock, so don't know how much time is left here, but stay tuned at the end of this ball game. We will have our Express Employment Professionals Lineman of the Week, our Southern Air Cool Play of the Game, and, of course, our 446 Sports Player of the Game, brought to you, of course, by 446 Sports. They hand the ball off to the right side, number 17, carrying about 2 Tioga defenders, Cohen Henry, A.J. Adams in on the tackle for the Indians.
17, that's Damian Moses. He's a sophomore, 5'8", 175-pound sophomore for those Patriots. And, you know, just like any team, Patriots, they just reload just like any other high school team. they do a great job right outside of the Monroe area here. And so they're always in the playoffs, always have, some really good players that come to this school. And, hey, this has been a first-class place here.
Absolutely.
First time I've ever been here, so really nice place. And tip your hats to the Patriots and what they have going on out here.
Here we go. 3rd down. They hand the ball up the middle. The quarterback keeper picks up maybe a yard. It's going to bring up 4th down. And let's see what the Patriots decide to do. As I see Ronnie Stevens down there throwing, warming up for your Tioga Indians. And out comes that punt team again for Patriots. As the Band of Indians get to play a little bit here. It's going to be a little close to that 4-minute mark here on time here in the 4th quarter. Appreciate everybody tuning in, watching here on YouTube, Facebook. Thank you, everybody, for always being faithful watching this Tioga Indians team. It's been a heck of a season so far. Cannot wait to see what we do in the playoffs as well. Tonight's outcome, not what normally happens. But, it's part of football. Absolutely, you got to deal with the hand that's dealt to you. Things did not go our way. This this Franklin Parish team is very, very good. Lives up to the hype for sure. All those D1 athletes on that team have really showed up tonight, and they really had themselves a great night.
Yeah, and we talk about this all the time. As coaches, you want your kids to come out and perform at the best, and Tioga's been able to do that. This just happened to be a game where things just didn't go the way early on. And, hey, look, the momentum got taken away really quick with those turnovers. And, man, sometimes that's hard to come back, especially when you're playing against a really good, high-powered offense that finds a way to continue to move the ball and give credit to their coaching staff for being able to make adjustments and make the right calls at the right time.
Absolutely, and they will punt the ball away here. Low kick. And going to be down right around the 37-yard line here. It'll be 1st and 10, Tioga. Again, we do not have an operating clock right now, so we're kind of guessing around that 2-minute, 3-minute mark, I would imagine, right now. Here on this 4th quarter action. 61-22, Franklin Parish. It looks like they're going to win this district title here and finish the season 8-2 for the Patriots, and your Tioga Indians will also finish the season 8-2 but 4-1 in district. So it looks like that's the way it's going to go here. So congratulations to the Franklin Parish Patriots, district champions here this year. But heads up, Tioga fans, you got another couple weeks left to play in some high school playoff football here for the Indians, as Ronnie Stevens hands it off to Raymond Bennett and gets across to the 33-yard line. It'll be 2nd down for Tioga as Stevens runs across to Coach Landry to find the play.
Yeah, the thing about these Indians we talked about earlier, what a redemption season, what a turnaround as Coach Christman comes in for his first year as head coach, even though he was on the staff, and been able to turn this program around like he did. And these seniors, the buy-in that they had along with the rest of these players to finish 8-2 on the season, very impressive as they go into the playoffs. Still going to have a lot of momentum, hopefully to get a week off, recoup, and be ready to go here in the 2nd round of the playoffs. Hey, you never know what happens. You get in the playoffs.
Yes,
you never
sir.
know what side of the
Season.
bracket you're going to be on. At the end of the day, you want to be able to have an opportunity to give your kids a chance to go play in the Dome, and that's what they're going to be looking forward to doing this postseason.
Ronnie Stevens hands it off to Bennett. Bennett to the right side. Stiff arm. Falls forward, picks up a couple yards, going to bring up 4th down for the Tioga Indians. Tioga, again, like you said, will stop, recoup, maybe head over to Dripsy and get some IB going here and get ready for this playoff run here. And again, don't know the time. I know we're close to this game ending here. 61-22. Franklin Parish on top of your Tioga Indians. It's a big 4th down right here for the 2nd team here. Ronnie Stevens and the crew into the ball. Noah Cootie into the ball game. Jeremiah Hunter.
Playing Caroline.
Yep, sweet Caroline here in Winsboro, Louisiana, here at Franklin Parish. Ronnie Stevens looks to throw, throws it deep, and coverage by Franklin Parish, and that'll be a turnover on downs. And out come Franklin Parish, but again, I don't think there's that much time. Again, stay tuned at the end of this ball game after we come back from the break. In our post-game wrap-up, we'll talk about our 446 Sports Player of the Game, our Southern Air Cool Play of the Game, as well as our Express Employment Professionals Lineman of the Week. And it looks like they're going to line up here, and that's going to do it. So your final score here tonight, 61-22, Franklin Parish on top of Tioga here. Congratulations to the Patriots on their district championship. We're going to take a break. We'll come back here on 446 Sports.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by your local convenience stores, where friendly faces, cold drinks, hot snacks, and everything you need are just around the corner. For a quick stop before the big game, your hometown convenience stores are always ready, always here for you. Swing by today, and remember, support local, shop local. Highway 2080 Chevron, King Stop, Fuel Plus, Ball Chevron, and Cougar Stop.
At Woodman Life, we believe in standing strong for our communities because together we can build a brighter future. From supporting local schools with resources and scholarships to sponsoring programs that give children the tools they need to succeed, Woodman Life is proud to invest in the next generation. Our members live, work, and serve right here in your hometown, volunteering and making a difference where it matters most. When you see Woodman Life, you see neighbors helping neighbors and a promise to keep giving back. Woodman Life, standing strong for community, standing strong for you.
At Alexandria Solutions, we believe every strong community starts with healthy minds and healthy families. That's why we're proud to stand alongside Tioga High School as a corporate sponsor. We're here to support the Tioga Indians from the classroom to the playing field, because when students succeed, our whole community thrives. At Alexandria Solutions, we provide compassionate care for mental health and addiction. No referral is needed to make...
Welcome back, everybody, here. It's final post-game wrap-up here. Franklin Parish 61, your Tioga Indians 22. Congratulations to the Patriots on their district championship here at Winsboro here at Franklin Parish High School. Not the outcome, Coach, that the Tioga Indians wanted. I know they're disappointed. Kind of came out flat here, and then Franklin Parish just really had a great night. But choke it up, move on, get better, learn from it as we head over to the playoffs.
Yeah, you know, the thing about it is, as a coach, you don't want to come out and play flat in week 10, and that definitely was not the case here. Franklin Parish just made plays, and Tioga wasn't able to make the plays early on. Momentum is a big thing when you're playing week 10, knowing you're going into the playoffs. So maybe some guys didn't put forth that effort or didn't want to do what, was afraid to do something. And so you never know. But here's the thing. The fact that you're going into the playoffs, you're a number 7 seed, and you really and truly do have an opportunity to have a bye and to have a second-round playoff game. So I don't know what else, as a Indian fan, as an Indian player, as people in the Indian community, that's what you want. And so, hey, kudos to this team, 8-2 on the season. Hey, couldn't be more proud to have had a regular season like this. And, as you see these young men on the field, they all wanted to be a part of a district championship, but they know what the ultimate goal is here.
Yep.
But that's the tough thing about how football has changed. You normally play for a district championship, and that's what really mattered. And nowadays, kids know, hey,
yeah,
we just want to get in the playoffs.
Yep, exactly. That's the ultimate goal, is to get into that playoffs. You do want that district championship if you can, but again, it's a possibility that this game really did not have any implications on the playoffs. We'll find out Sunday again. So going into that, we'll post-game wrap-up here again. Our Express Employment Professionals lineman of the game is going to be number 55, senior center Tucker Landry. Had himself a great night. Had a couple pancakes I saw out there. He pushed through some pain. had a great night. So congratulations, Tucker. Also, his birthday was yesterday, so congratulations to him on the birthday and on the Express Employment Professionals lineman of the game. Our Southern Air cool play of the game was the bobbled extra point snap by Christian Isles. Takes it and still runs it in and gets a 2-point conversion there towards the end of the ball game. So Christian Isles is our Southern Air cool play of the game. Also, Christian Isles is going to be our MVP of the night. Again, not a lot to, nothing taken away from Christian by any means. Not a lot going on tonight. Again, not the best game that Tioga's played all season long, but you forget it, you move on, you get better. But Christian Isles had himself a great night, being able to get some catches, making some big plays on special teams as well. So Christian Isles is our 446 Sports player of the game, Mr. Homecoming King himself. So kudos to those three guys on a great, great game, the best that they get, tonight. And moving on, again, I know these guys are going to watch some film tomorrow and try to forget tonight's matchup here and so get ready for playoff seedings on Sundays. So thanks to everybody watching. Thanks to everybody tuned in. Again, Tioga comes up short here, 61-22 against this Franklin Parish team here as we get ready for playoffs. I am Billy French alongside for our producer, Shane Henry, and, of course, my partner, color commentary guru over there, Coach Thomas Scully. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We will see you next week in some format. Either we'll let you know whether we're going to have a coach's show or we're not going to have a coach's show, but we will have a home game, whether it's in the first round or the second round, so stay tuned for the brackets. We'll let you know. God bless everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in, and Coach,
go Indians.
We'll see you next week.